western borderlands. You will continue, or for some of us, start your campaign for fame and fortune. Uh, Most likely you will seek a ruin to the west. It's called the Tomb of Westerpoo. It's the local ruin. It used to be a castle, right? To uh, great ancient lord of the land, right? Perhaps your ancestor, or at least your ancestors, were servants to the lord in the past years. But this human stronghold collapsed in on itself and became a tomb, burying the underground stronghold from above, right? But it was a fortress that was protecting an underground fortress in the old times when dragons were constantly terrorizing the land and mankind was struggling to survive against them, right? Aerial borne attacks, right? So they had to dig underground and survive below the surface, right? Unfortunately, like I said, the castle caved in on itself, trapping its inhabitants, and they were never, unfortunately and sadly, rescued, right? Saved, or at least, if they were, many died before they could be saved, right? Uh, they had to be dug up, and perhaps some starved in the time that they were down there. So it's become a tomb on itself, but the way in is now, or the tomb is now accessible, right? The ruins were dug up because naturally people were able to survive in the past, right, and made their way out. There were survivors, but many did die. And a lot of what was within the stronghold was just kind of left behind. A lot of untold treasures. There's a claim that, um, or it's also understood that the stronghold is no longer a stronghold to mankind. Of course, the tomb has been overtaken by monsters and magic over the years, right? So many different rumors might be going around about what is currently occurring or the story behind the tomb, whether monsters dug their way up from hell into the stronghold, the underground stronghold, whether monsters from the surface just took to a dwelling, right, made it their lair. Uh, Many things have been said, but what is known or certain is some of you have been there before. You might report that uh, the tomb itself might be clear of monsters, right? Um, or the castle ruin for the most part. I don't think anyone has in this group has entered the
No,
ruins,
No.
or maybe if
no.
they did not get far, right? And monsters were in fact encountered at the ruins. The tomb of Westerpoo is represented by a white banner flag with a black wolf, the face of a black wolf. Your village, Conrally, is symbolized by the feathers of an eagle or a great bird. So that's your hometown for those who are just starting out, right? Conrally is your village. You seek fortune beyond its walls, its sanctuary. You seek fortune as an adventurer. You dare to go out and hunt monsters and treasures down. You're not just doing yourself a service, but you're doing your town a service, right? By going out there and bringing the battle to the enemy, right? So monsters, of course, need a place to dwell during the day, right? So you seek to attack them at their weakest point, right? They will attack at night and you'll attack during the day. So the gates are open for you if you're ready to set out. But before you do, we'll actually finalize our plans. Let's say the previous night at the tavern here, right? At the Red Cardinal or Red Winged Tavern. It's the kind of local drinking establishment here at Westwood that most fortune seekers meet up at to discuss plans, right? Um, Common place to meet up at. You will have finalized your plans, decided your goal for this week's adventure, whether to just roam the land freely, take on mercenary work, or of course seek out a dungeon. So, what do you think? Anyone want to start us off with an idea?
We're heading to the tomb, the the
Let's
bandit castle tomb, whatever it's called. I
yeah,
still
let's
can't
go with
remember it.
All right.
let's do-
Town proposes we make our way to the tomb. Right. He speaks for you all, it seems. Any
Mm-hmm.
objections? Very well. The tomb it is. So
Yeah, no one dares to speak when I'm.
speak against Talon. All right. So next order of action is if there's nothing else to do at the village, you'll leave and make your way uh, toward the tomb, but the course of travel must be decided. There is indeed an old road that leads to the tomb you may use to get there. Otherwise, if you have another way, you can tell me.
No, we're gonna use the road. Let's not make things complicated.
Alright, from the village of Conrally, which is marked here on the map, you're going to travel west toward the tomb. Okay? It is a 6 mile trip along the road.
Alright,
The road
can I?
allows
We
you to
can.
move at 50% speed, or like more speed,
Mm,
right? So, a party of medium footmen, I think. I don't think
Yeah,
anyone's heavy footmen,
yeah, heavy yet.
not yet. But
yeah.
medium footmen rate 50% faster, so 3 miles per hour is your rate. So you should be able to get there in about 2 hours if we're not
hmm
delayed. We still will roll for Wandering Monsters.
It's gonna be a one. It's gonna be a one. Watch.
Okay, now's not the time for reverse psychology. See?
See,
Alright,
it'll work.
so you made it. After a couple
Alright.
hours of travel through open grasslands, you find among a range of low hills the road leads you straight to the old castle ruin, right, which has collapsed in on itself and become a tomb. You approach the eastern tower, the only tower that rises above the ruins. It seems collapsed. Um, this is the east tower, right? Um, you approach from the
Mhm.
east. You're moving west toward it, and it protrudes outwards about 20 foot by 20 foot. Further west is the eastern wall. The eastern wall continues toward the west, but the northern side continues for maybe 20 feet. Same with the southern side. So
So, so which wall's closest to us? The
you're
eastern, you
you're
said?
approaching the east wall of the castle ruins.
Okay, I'm just gonna go and climb the wall.
All right. Well, do you want to try to scale the wall of the tower or the battlement, the actual castle wall?
The wall, the actual wall.
So the castle wall.
Yeah.
Very well. So let us attempt to scale this castle wall then. We'll send the thieves up. Both thieves or just the one?
Which both teeth?
Is it? Oh, you're the only one. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll send you up then. You want to climb up the north side or the south side of the east castle wall?
There. I'll guess I'll climb the south wall.
There is a difference. You can see that the north wall, maybe about 10 feet up or so, uh, there's kind of a platform there, a patio, right, so to speak, an arching or protrusion from the tower, creating a sort of lookout post. So if you were to climb straight up, then it would be impossible, right? Because there would be a ceiling, pretty much, which is the bottom of this platform. So the north side would be difficult to climb
Okay,
of the
I'll
east
climb
wall.
the south wall then.
Very well. That will lead on to the battlements. Okay, so as your party approaches, Talon, do you break rank or do you lead the men toward the wall first before you begin your climb?
I just, I just, I'll lead them, man. Let's
Okay,
go there
you lead them toward
together.
the wall. Is everyone okay with this? Talon immediately just kind of says, "This way," right, and leads you toward the south side of the east wall.
Sure.
Okay, no objections. It sounds like
Yeah,
those
no
who
one dares to
follow,
speak
right?
up.
So he's at the wall. He begins to scale it. As he scales it, does anyone want to do anything other than stand guard or wait?
I'll be a safety net again.
Right, good to
I'll
go.
just listen.
Lorenzo's on guard.
I'm gonna call over Al Eric to give me a boost up. I don't know if that really makes a difference, but yeah.
It just starts you at a different height, I suppose, before you start climbing. All right,
He's like pretty strong.
Boost him up with my shield.
Alaric, what do you do? He asks for your help.
I boost him up with my shield.
Okay, so you want to hold your shield out and have him step on it?
Yeah.
Okay, so you hold your shield in two hands, and he steps on your shield, and it's wobbly, right? This doesn't look very safe.
With 18
I mean, he's
strength,
pretty
he's
Fine.
strong.
wobbly.
He should hold me.
So now he's holding the shield. It's just an extra step, right? He's holding the shield, which you
Oh,
step on.
You can just
oh.
help
I
lift
can
you
just
up.
actually, can I just? Yeah, I was just saying he just boost me up. Don't use the shield with your hand. Just boost me up with your hand.
So now you've got a balance on the shield if you want to get his help. You want to balance on his shield
No,
before you start climbing.
I'm just gonna climb back down. Just climb on my own. Screw this fighter. Doesn't know how to help.
Alright. Alright, just extra steps. Talon just like shakes his head and starts climbing the sheer surface then. Okay, you're going up the wall as the others kind of stand by and watch. Some of them listen for monsters.
Only a 30% chance to fail. I mean, how how bad can it really be, right?
There's more
Alright,
like 20%.
your first attempt, you get about 10 feet up. You're halfway up the wall. Here's the second attempt, and that's when
Ooh.
you failed. You went another 5 feet or so, 15 feet, and you slip up and fall. As you fall, one of the characters tried to catch you. It's Fresno. Fresno was down there, ready to catch you. Fresno, as he falls on you, basically, I'm going to ask you to be strong. If you're not strong enough, he kind of just crashes and you fall with him, right? Or you can't hold your ground as he falls on you. This might mean that you get hurt, or he gets hurt, or you both get hurt and share the damage. Let's see if Fresno is strong enough. What Fresno? What's your strength?
15.
Alright, it's a 3 in 6 chance, so you failed. So in this case, you guys will. It's up to you, Fresno. You let
uh,
him.
it's a
Uh,
three. It's a +1. No, if you rolled a 4, that means it goes down 3.
yeah,
No.
that means a 3 in 6.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
A 3 and
It's
6 to
1 to 2.
fail.
If you have a +0, it's a 2 in 6 chance.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's see. Where did I leave off at before you interrupted? It was.
Yeah, I fell down and it failed.
Right.
Catch me.
Are we going to share the damage, Fresno? Or do you want to just let him take it?
How much health does Talon have?
I have
Probably not
4.
enough. Okay.
I'll take the damage.
Alright. Then in that case, you guys share it, right? So it's split between the two of you. Alright, you each take 1 damage with this fall. Okay.
Like, my ass.
Alright, Talon, you have 3 or 4 hit points.
Height, run it back.
Alright, I'll
Okay,
help the
Fresno, how
catch
many
him
hit points
as
do you
he
have total?
falls.
I have 7 HP total.
6 or 7 now. Good to go.
Alright, and I'll stand by to help catch him now,
Okay.
in case he falls again.
You want to switch out with Fresno?
Can
Or
we
you guys
both
want to fight
help?
for who tries to
Just
catch him?
double up.
Can
We'll
we
link
double
our
up?
arms.
Yeah, can we just double up?
I'm not sure how that would work, but
Like,
sure. You
they
can
would
Like you
try
catch
to
his
catch him.
link our
they
arms.
would
It's kind
catch
of
his
like
arm, I would catch his left arm, they would catch his right arm before he hits the ground. You know?
So see, if a man's falling from a wall, and he's falling, right? You're reaching for his arm in particular. What stops his legs from hitting the ground then? Or the rest of his body?
I'm saying like how whenever people are like catching people in like gymnastics, for example, each
Right.
person there's usually like 2 people and they have their arms out and they like link their arms to do a full body catch.
Good to go. That's a good idea. But
Yeah.
just trying to go for the arms, probably not a good idea,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Like, imagine someone's falling down and you're aiming to grab their arms on the way down. What stops the rest of their body from just crashing and slamming
Okay.
into the ground, right? So, but yeah,
Okay.
sure. If you guys want to hold hands and link your arms or whatever, and catch them like that, there you go. That might work. So
I
both of you have good ideas
Okay.
to help each other. It's just how to
run
do it
back.
is the issue.
Run it back.
Okay. You want to try again,
Just
Talon?
yeah, just try again. I mean,
Alright, so as Fresno, Lorenzo hold hands, right? Ready to catch you. You're starting to climb. Does anyone else want to try in action?
I'm gonna be on guard.
Okay, Adelstein's listening. Any particular
Yeah, I'll
direction?
just be on guard.
You're gonna be on
West.
guard. Okay, Adelstein, you listen toward the west, which is a wall. And then,
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
okay, listen toward the wall. Maybe there's something on the battlements, right? And then, let's see. Arlen, where do you listen?
East.
East. So back the way we came, into the wilderness, toward the road. Anyone else want to take an action? Very well. Okay. So I'll be right back. I'm just gonna take my food out the microwave. But you guys can take a small break of 1 minute if you want.
Alright.
Got fireman catch Talon if he falls again.
If he falls, pretend you're a trampoline and launch him back.
You guys need me to catch him?
Oh, we already got 2 people. It may get a bit crowded if you try.
Oh, what's your strength?
Mine is 15.
The other guy?
Lorenzo, what's your strength?
Alright, I have returned. Let's resume. Sorry about that. Let's see. Okay, so we left off with him scaling the wall. Some guards, some people ready to catch him. That's about it. Yeah. Your next attempt, bit of a struggle here, but we make it. You're halfway up, and that's 100%. You failed again. You fall.
No
Your
shot.
men are ready to catch you. Let's see if they're strong enough to hold you. Together they work together this time. And success. They catch you in their little safety net made out of their arms. Right?
I do it again.
Okay. Wow. Today's just a
Can
bad
I
day for
help?
climbing.
Can someone help boost him up?
Boost
Start
him
them
up.
off a little higher.
If I
It's
help
so
boost him
funny.
up,
It's
will that
only a
increase his
13% chance,
chance?
by the way, guys.
So
That
if someone
failed.
boosts him up properly onto the wall, he will have to climb less wall naturally, right? Every
Okay,
10
I will
feet, he'll
just
take a
I
chunk.
will just let him stand on my shoulders, and he
There
can
you go.
just.
Now we're working. Alright, so
Mhm.
if he stands on your shoulders, then now he needs to scale 10 feet of wall, right?
There you go. He's standing on my shoulders.
Okay. Anyone else want to take an action? So we'll see Lorenzo
We're just
and Fredro.
continuing to be
Yeah.
safety nets.
Safety nets. We have some guards still.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
The climb
Where are we right
resumes.
now? Like, where are we going?
Alright. He tries again. He fails somehow, and the safety net catches him. He tries again, and finally succeeds. He gets up the 20-foot wall. Alright.
Once I
Finally.
once I get up, I kind of look down the party and give them a thumbs up.
'Kay.
And start tying a rope.
You have a rope, Talon?
Yeah.
Don't fall off the wall.
So, Talon, when you get to the other side onto the battlement, you can see down in the castle ruins a few skeletal remains surrounded by some birds, right, some crows.
Yeah,
Looks like
I
animal
know. I
carcasses
know
down
this
there.
side.
Other than this, the ruins are calm and quiet, right? There's not much out here. You can see far to the west, the ruins continue. The tower is directly north of you. And there's indeed a way into the tower from here. Let's see, an open archway, right?
That's cool
Otherwise,
and all, but yeah.
let's see. Looking down to your party, you're tying the rope around the Merlon, right? You want to do the same?
I'm gonna do.
3 knots?
I'm gonna say 20.
20 feet this time?
20 knots. Yeah, 20 feet.
20 knots?
No,
We
no,
have no more.
tw-
We no more rope left.
no, 20 feet.
Okay, so I'm gonna say it takes a few feet at least to get it fully wrapped around before you can tie one knot.
Yeah.
Last time you would do 5 feet and then a knot, right? So that means like you would do like you would loop it around for like 3 feet or 1 meter before securing a knot. That would cost like, of course, 5 feet of rope. Or do you want to just do one loop around, knot, one loop around, knot, one loop around, knot? Is that how you want to do it?
How much would that take out of the rope?
Depends on how many knots you want to do, right? So one loop around takes about maybe 2-3 feet and then a knot, right? So
So a loop and a knot is 5 feet.
yeah, one loop and a knot is about 3 feet, but a couple or few loops around and a knot is 5 feet. So if you want to loop
Okay,
it multiple
I'm gonna
times
do a
before you
couple.
tie a knot.
I mean, I have 50 feet rope. I'm gonna do 20 feet.
So do you want multiple loops and then a knot, which is 5 feet, or do you just want one loop and then a knot, which is 3 feet? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
So which one do you want to
Yep.
do? Just like one loop or multiple loops?
Just a loop and a nod with
Okay.
each 5 feet.
So normal knot, a normal loop, right? And you want to do this how many times?
So since for each 5 feet I would do a nod and a loop, it'd be 4 times. So for 20 feet.
Okay. Just to make it simple,
Very.
you use 20 feet of rope and you set the single loop, single knots, right? So that's only 3 feet each time. So that's six. That's six, knots then, right? Slash six simple loops. Does that make sense?
Okay, but that should make it pretty secure, no?
Yes. Either way, it's freaking 20 feet of rope, right?
Okay,
With six different knots that had to be undone.
that's fine.
Okay. So,
I drop the rope down, the rest of the rope, and tell them climb up.
alright, 30 feet of rope drops, right? And, well, from the Merlon itself, with the battlement wall, that's like about maybe a meter or so. So there's maybe about 7 feet of slack down there. Five to 7 feet of slack. Alright. It's still enough rope. The men start to climb up. Who's first to go up?
I'll
You need
go.
to be strong, right?
Oh, strong? Nope.
The rest of you,
We
once
could.
we get the strongest up there, then they can hoist whoever's next, right?
Yeah. We can
I'll
send
go up
off real
first.
quick.
Alaric
Yeah.
goes. Okay.
Mhm.
Alaric
And we'll
tries to
make a
climb
net
this
to
wall.
catch him.
Yeah.
We'll do a force
Continue
doors
being
check.
nuts.
And
Yeah,
if
we'll
he's
make
not
another
strong
net.
enough to lift his own weight as he pulls on this rope, because despite uh, you having a rope in real life, climbing a sheer surface with a rope requires a lot of strength, right? So let's see.
Mhm.
Uh, the wall still helps, but you still need that upper body strength. Let's see. All right. So it's gonna be, if you fail it somehow, then you're gonna make a saving throw, okay, to fall, or to not fall, right? All right. So here's Alaric, first 10 feet. Okay, he's not strong
Oh
enough
my.
to lift his own weight, and so he only goes up 5 feet and then falls. So there's no damage. So if you fall in the first few feet, you will be fine. But if you fall in the next or the last bit, then that's when it gets dangerous. Okay.
Mm.
And of course, as he's trying to climb, Talon, you can try to support his weight by pulling. So you have 2 attempts then. That makes sense? So Talon, do you want to try to lift him as he's climbing?
Sure.
Okay. So you're kind of pulling slack as he's climbing up, or trying to lift as he's climbing. So we'll have 2 attempts then. Alright. So as you're pulling him up and he's holding on, trying to climb that rope, you're basically going to double his speed, right? You were not strong enough, Talon, to lift him, so that didn't really help. And then Alaric, what's your strength?
It's a 13. 18.
18. Okay, 5 and 6 chance. This time you're strong enough. You get 10 feet up. You get 20 feet up. Alright, you made it. So now there's 2 people up here. So at this point, together, if they're strong enough, which they are, collectively should be strong enough, they're gonna easily start hoisting people up, right? As you tie the rope to the person at the bottom.
Yep.
So as
Okay.
long as there's no extra slack, right? So you tie it securely, so it's nice and fastened to
Mm.
the Merlon. So they'll be picking up slack and pulling you up, right? As you try to climb. Or you don't even have to climb, but because they'll be hoisting
They're
you up.
basically just pulling you up.
Yeah.
Alright. So as
So.
they pull the next person up, the next person will help pull, right? So that the others can
Mm.
rest. So, but you guys will switch out, and eventually, if no one does anything differently, if we all kind of stay together, wait our turn to get up there, then you all get onto the battlement. Does anyone want to do anything differently, other than wait and get up onto the battlement?
Nope, we're all good.
Okay,
Good.
very well. So in that
Too smart.
case, a turn goes by, and you all made it onto the battlement.
Alright.
Okay, from here, you can see that you can go north into the tower, or south toward the corner of the battlement, which continues west.
This
We're
tower
just
looks.
gonna drop down from
Yeah.
like the other side to the
Okay,
inside.
into the courtyard.
Yeah.
Alright.
Mhm.
So you lower the rope onto the other side and you start lowering men down, right? Carefully. So men would be tied to the rope, then you would slowly loosen the rope and let them descend, right? Eventually, um, the strongest climbers will go down last, right? That's like Talon and Elaric, the final ones to climb down.
Oh,
Talon,
well, Yeah, no, I'm a thief. Well,
Right,
I'm
but
a,
you're
I'm a,
helping
yeah, I'm a thief.
Alaric get down, right? So he's not a
Yeah.
thief, so he needs help getting down safely.
Oh yeah.
So Alaric is the last to descend. Then he is strong, so for the most part he should be able to be fine. In his first attempt, he does slip up, so that's when you come in to pull his weight, and you fail to pull his weight. So from 15 feet he drops. Right, he's gonna get a saving throw. We'll say it's not exactly a trap, but he will get a saving throw versus paralysis to kind of hold onto the wall or hold onto the rope, I suppose. Right. All right. He fails, and the rope is burning his hands on his way down. He slips up. Right. The rope is still tied to him. You're trying to hold the slack, but you're not strong enough to hold the slack. So he does drop from 15 feet and takes 1 to 6 damage. He hits the deck for 4 damage. How many points do you have? Oh, do we have a safety net down there?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
last
we should.
said that.
Yeah,
Okay.
we were being
There's
safe.
no. Well, this is the other side, right? So I'm assuming.
Logically speaking, you would have it the other side too to be
Right.
safe.
Well, no,
Lorenzo
no,
and
I
Fresno.
can't always say that because if the player's not paying attention, then they don't get to do it, right? But
Oh, okay. But
Yeah,
like
no.
logically speaking, it should be, yeah, you know.
yeah, so I was just making sure and give them a chance. So they are
Yeah.
still here. So we didn't really get a moment to take a second action here, but I'm gonna assume, right, Fresno and Lorenzo continue their safety net, and will of
Mhm.
course catch Alaric. Let's see if they're strong enough to support his weight. Together, they are maybe not strong enough. Yeah, but they can at least
What?
divide the damage up. So it hurts pretty bad when he lands on you guys, sadly. But 4 damage need to be divided. We'll say 2 go to Alaric, and 1 to each of you as his body slams on you from 15 feet high.
Sure.
Okay, so Lorenzo, you're down to
4 or
uh,
5.
two of. How many points do you have total?
5.
5. So you're at 4 or 5. You only take 1 damage here. Okay, and then our Fresno, you're at 5 of 7. Right, we had about
Uh,
160 pounds.
originally had 7, then I got hit for 1, and so I should be at like 5 now.
Yep, you're 5 of 7. And then our Alaric, how many hit points do you have total?
He should be also
17.
5.
You had 5? Okay, so he has
No, he should be at 5 right now.
Oh.
After the damage taken.
I asked for total. Okay, so he's 5 of 7 then. Alright, so let's see. You guys are just pretty much badly bruised, right? You had a man who was weighing about 160, 180 pounds fall on you from 15 feet, right? It hurt, but you get up, you pick him up, and you guys get back to work. Alright, we've made it down. Actually, one more thing. Talon, when you descended, did you want to retrieve your rope or leave it hanging?
Oh wow.
Lorenzo will say to leave it.
I'm gonna leave it.
Okay. Lorenzo calls up and says, "Leave it!" Right. Alright, and then Talon leaves it. Let's see. Remember, we don't have cell phones or, you're gonna yell
Mhm.
20 feet if you're gonna talk to him from when you're split up. Alright. So Talon, you climb down.
Lorenzo, why are you screaming?
Alright, it's quiet. Just his voice echoes throughout the courtyard. Let's see. But we are directly south of the, or we're directly north. No, wait, west, yeah. Because when you climb down the battlement, and the battlement descends to the north. So, you're directly west of the tower. You can see the entry point. You're standing among what look like animal carcasses. Birds have flocked off. Some of the birds who are bolder stick around, like the crows. Zero, you've got sounds in the background.
Yeah.
Otherwise, to the west, the courtyard continues. North of you is a battlement. How would you like to
Okay.
continue?
We are going to. We're gonna form up, get information, equip our gear before heading in.
Okay, you form up your ranks.
Mm-hmm. And we haven't done that yet.
Okay, let's do that now. So,
Mm-hmm.
Talon, what do you want to wield?
Let's see here. Yes. I'm gonna wield my scimitar and my pole. I'll be in the front, prodding.
Alright. And let's see. Lorenzo, what would you like to wield?
I'll wield my maul and I'll get in second.
Okay. Fresno, what would you like to wield?
My slink and shield, and I'll go in second rank as well.
Good. Alright. Arlen?
Just a longbow, and I'll be third.
Right, good. Adelstein?
Short bow, third.
Alright, Lucian? Lucian?
Then
Oh, sorry. I'll build a torch and one hand open for magic.
In what rank?
Um,
Fourth is open,
second.
and first. Second? If you go second, it's tight.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, I don't want to go first.
Okay. Alaric?
First rank with my spear and
yeah.
shield.
Alright, if the torch is in second, we only can see 5 feet ahead. Is this fine? That's close, right? It's not very far.
So yeah, move up. Give the torch to a fighter.
I have 1 HP. If I move up, I'm getting killed immediately. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can give someone else a torch. I have 10.
So Alaric could be up front, and we can give him a.
Okay,
And
I can pass the torch to Alari and just hold a spear instead.
Okay, so Alaric, you want to do spear and torch? Or torch
No,
and
no, I
shield?
hold the torch and I give him the torch.
yeah, what I mean.
Okay, sure.
Sorry, so Lucian, you pass your torch off, right? To him?
Yeah, I pass
No,
my
I
torch off.
can I do shield and torch?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out. Okay, shield and torch. Alright. And Lucian, you said you want to equip your spear?
My spear. Yeah.
Okay. Good to go.
Yeah, do we have anyone prodding? Talent?
That's me.
Okay.
And torches can still be used as weapons, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So how many feet can we see forward now that the torch is in first?
10 feet. 10 feet ahead. It's a pretty decent
Okay.
amount of light now. 10 feet ahead, 3 meters. Okay, so let's continue. We've got some lightly wounded characters, but we'll be fine. I think
Did
they have
we?
quite a bit of hit
Did our
points.
spellcaster choose spells for today?
Let's do that real quick, actually. Sorry.
Yeah.
Um,
Riffle.
Arlen, what spell did you memorize?
Caden.
Arlen,
Caden.
Huh?
what
Sorry,
spell
I'm
did you memorize?
talking to somebody.
All good. Um, spell?
Uh, I'll just have sleep ready.
Okay, let's see. You don't have sleep unless you memorized
I
Venge
memorized it from Lucian.
or Lucian. Okay, good to go. Good call. Alright, Lucian, you want to memorize sleep as well? Or do you want to memorize your other one,
Oh,
detect magic?
I have. I'll memorize sleep then.
Okay. So 2
Good.
sleeps, not bad. Alright. So from here, we're entering the tower. Is that where we want to go?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you go inside, you step in through the exit and into the tower. And you can see the upper level has collapsed into the lower level of the tower. Okay. So half of it is, hard to get to,
Mm.
for sure. And the stairs to the tower They begin on the south side, right? They spiral up the walls to the upper levels. It doesn't spiral very far up. Maybe at it spirals along the west wall to the south, and then toward the east. At that point, it's choked up with rubble, or the upper level, right, has collapsed. The ceiling has collapsed in on the stairs. So the east side is kind of hard to move through. It's the west side that's easily accessible, which is your side, the entry point.
Mhm.
Um,
So
the stairs, though, to the north are different. They descend below the tower. Okay, so you got a stair to the north, narrow stairs spiraling down below the tower, and south ascends. Okay.
alright.
In the middle of the chamber, you see a table. Half of it is collapsed or buried in the rubble. There are some chairs sitting around or on the floor. And aside from this, um, as you walk in, it smells pretty bad. It smells like animal feces. You also see bones here and there. But yeah, it smells like animal feces, it smells like bones, and it smells like animal piss.
Are they human bones?
You see the rib cage of some type of animal. It does not look like the rib cage of a
Mm.
human. It's too big.
Can we search the Can we do a full party search
The
on
room?
the chamber,
Yeah.
on the room? Yeah. See if we discover any like hidden treasure.
Alright, so there's a rubble to the east, there's the stairs to the northwest, and there's the stairs to the southwest. There's a table in the center, and there's bones toward the west, center, north, and south.
I'll look on the
Is
table.
there like a specific pile of bones that's like way more than the others? Like
The bones toward the west, right where you stand, uh, that's where the rib cage is. The other bones are smaller toward the north and south.
You
I'm
see
gonna
any
go check up
finger
the rib
bones?
cage bones.
Are there any finger bones in these
Okay,
bones?
we'll go down the list and see what everyone searches for. So, starting with Talon, what do you want to do this turn?
I'll go and search those the bones where there's a rib cage is at.
Okay,
To the
so you
west,
move.
basically.
You're at the west side, right? It's at the entry point. The rib cage is right at the entry. So you look at the ribs. Okay, let's see.
Oh,
What are you trying to do with the ribs? Just like observe them or detect something?
detect like secret things.
What secret? Like a trap or a door? I
More
don't
like
see
a
how you
hidden
would find a
item.
door in a bone, right?
Something I'm not seeing. Hidden item, I guess if that's possible. Observation.
Okay, so you're just gonna observe the bones, right?
I don't know.
Well, give me more. I like what what are you looking for?
I want to
Like,
see if there's like anything hidden under the bones, any things sticking out from under the where the rib
okay,
cage
so you look
is
at the
at.
floor under the bones, not the bones themselves,
Yeah,
right?
sure.
Okay,
We'll go with that.
you're looking for a secret door under the bones, detecting a secret door. Good, thank you, Lorenzo. This turn, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna go investigate the table in the center. I'm just gonna see if there's thing hidden underneath the rubble, treasure, a door.
All right, so you're just exploring the table or observing it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then Fresno, where would you like to go? Or do?
I want to carefully explore the stairs that go up, see if there's a way to the higher level.
Okay, and Alan, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna examine
Hey, wait,
the.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Oh
whoa!
wait,
My turn, man.
sorry, wrong person. Both names are with A, so
Yeah,
I forgot
Alan.
my own name.
I'm gonna search the smaller pile of bones for any loot.
To the north or south?
You said the smaller pile of bones was to the north, didn't you?
Yep, north and south. So which one? Like which pile?
Oh, I didn't know there was two. I'll go to
Yep.
the
So
north one. North is feeling lucky.
right. Adelstein, how about you?
I'm gonna examine the pile of rubble. That
Toward the east? Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Lucian?
Um, I'll examine the other pile of bones where Darlin isn't. can't remember which one.
Okay, so the
The
south
south.
ones.
Okay.
You see him going north, so you go south. Alaric, your action.
I help to illuminate the room with my torch.
Fine.
Okay, that's fine. So you go toward the center and you just provide torchlight. You can hear noises in the same time, I suppose. Or actually, your torch might be too loud. Let's see. Yeah, it is. Alright. But you're at the center trying to just look over everyone and provide light. Alright, throughout the turn, we'll start with Talon. Talon, you know, as you're carefully observing the floor beneath the bones, you can make some normal observations too, right? Is there anything in particular you're looking for as you observe the floor and the bones?
Some like any like maybe like
Anything you see
shiny
on the
something
bones?
shiny sticking from the ground at the bones, or like any like bigger piles that would appear from
Alright,
under
so
it.
bigger piles of bones, or what do you mean?
Just like if I can see like a bigger, I don't know, I guess a bigger floor at the bones, I guess. But how do I explain this in English?
Just keep it simple. What are you looking for? A big
Something
pile of
shiny.
floor? Something shiny? Okay. Well, there's
Like
definitely a floor here, and you look for anything shiny here. You don't see anything shiny out in the open, but you carefully observe for any secret doors. The floor here is made of stone bricks. It's covered in, you know, dirt and dust. And as the turn passes, you have made no observations. No further observations. Let's see. For our Lorenzo, you went toward the table,
Yeah.
and first, what did you check?
He was looking to see if there's like he could see any coins, any treasure.
Looking for coins
On
on
this
the
table
table,
or around it, on or around.
on or around it. Okay, you look over the table. There's just a lot of dust there, and dirt, and rubble. Half of the table has been crushed by the rubble from the east. You look under the table for anything. You see more rubble and dirt, and actually you also see uh, some old tankards, platters, and uh, rusty, I guess, tableware, right? Like forks and
So
knives.
any of these made out of silver? Or they just
It's
old
not
rusty metal?
silverware. It's just normal metalware, I guess.
Um,
Cutlery. Do you want any of it?
how much does it look like it's?
What was it?
How much does it look like it's worth? Very little, I would.
It's all rusty and old and moldy for the
Yeah.
wood, right? Full
Okay.
of holes.
In that case, I'll try to see if I can clear out some of the rubble. Move it.
You want to move the eastern rubble?
Yeah, the rubble around it.
So this rubble is made up of the upper level, which is caving in toward the east, right?
Hmm.
Most of the west
Okay.
side is leaning downward toward the east. You still want to move this rubble?
No. In that case, I will just stop. I'll just listen. Wait for the team.
Alright. As you were doing this, Fresno was toward the south stairs, observing the stairs going up. It went up along the west wall toward the east wall, and that's when it's choked up by rubble. At that point, it doesn't go further up. Stairs maybe ascend a total of, so far, 5-ish feet or so. It began on the south side of the wall, or on the west side of the south wall, right? That's where the stairs kind of begin ascending. So it does not start exactly on the western wall. It starts partially on the west wall, but mostly on the south wall, on the west side of the south wall. Goes up for maybe 5 feet before it's choked up by rubble. It's a small chamber and a small stair, right? It's a pretty narrow stair, only about 3 feet wide or less, and it doesn't go very far before it's already choked up by rubble. So to go further up, you're gonna have to figure out how to move all that rubble. Is there anything else you want to observe, Fresno? You still got time.
I guess I'll look for any valuables in the rubble.
Okay. You look into the rubble for any valuables. Right now you just see rubble. Let's see. Would you like to perhaps dig through it or just carefully observe for any, I guess, items?
Uh, I'll carefully dig through it.
Okay. You start to move it. So to move some of the rubble, you have to move up the stairs, right? And then toward the east, where it's choked up. Is that what you want to do? It doesn't look
Yeah.
very safe though. Looks like all that rubble is kind of piled in toward the east and trying to like flood the rest of the chamber, right? It's just kind of barely supporting the upper level.
Alright. And then I guess I'll just observe
You just
instead.
observe it. Okay. Carefully observe that pile of rubble for any other things, any entry points, I guess. Okay. So as you do this, um, let's see. Arlen, or as you were doing that, Arlen, you went toward the north pile of bones. There are a few bones here. They're small and few. What exactly do you want to do with these bones? They're just small animal
I'm
bones.
gonna push them around with my bow, open them up a little bit, just make sure there's nothing inside of the like little pile. There's nothing shiny or anything. See if there's just
Okay.
any loot.
Surprise. Let's see. Alright. Looks like the other party is surprised. They're just starting to wake up. But you see toward the north side, in the rubble, uh, there's something in the rubble, just resting there, covered in dirt and dust. It gets up,
Is it
and it's just kind of yawning, right? You have an
oh
action
fuck.
over it. It's a pup, a wolf pup.
A wolf pup?
Yes, in the rubble to the
Are
north,
we able
right?
to tame these since it is a puppy?
Oh
Okay.
shit.
You guys want to discuss this, or who are you asking?
I
No,
would
no,
like to
no.
just
Let's.
I would like to ask for some rope from Boomer.
Alright, so immediately after you see this, you call over to Lorenzo for his rope. This is not. This is not. This is near the end of the turn, so Lorenzo, you can't respond quite yet. But near the end of
Mm,
Arlen's turn, as he was, checking this out, Lorenzo, you were busy toward the south of him, looking at the table at the time, and you could hear in the background
mm,
Arlen calling you over. So
mm,
let's see. I will say this is about halfway through the turn. So Arlen, you did not do much, right? You just got to the bones and started to hear movement in the rubble. You saw one of these pups, and then the rest of them start to wake up too. Their action is, let's see, depending on the reaction, is to flee. They start getting up and running toward the northeast up the rubble, right, into the dark corner. They're climbing the rubble right now, away from you. They're lightweight, so they probably won't affect the rubble. But if you were to climb after them, you might affect the rubble, which is supporting the western side of the ceiling, right?
Am I
Like I
able
said,
to
the
grab
east
one
ceiling
before it
collapsed.
leaves?
Sure, the one that's closest to you, you try to grab him, right? Rolling initiative between you and it, see who's faster, or who can act first. It was faster than you, and it
Fuck.
ran up that rock into the dark shadows
Damn it.
northeast.
I
Let me
wanted a
see.
puppy, bro.
It ran to the northeast. While that was happening, I'm gonna go see what was going on with Adelstein. Checking the eastern rubble pile, right? You went past the table, you were looking at the rubble for some time. And what were you looking for in particular? Just the rubble? Like,
For anything that might be beneath the rubble.
that might be what,
Essentially,
durable?
what is buried beneath it.
Oh, what is buried? Right now you see just the rubble. To find out what's buried under it, you're gonna have to move the rubble, right? You want to start moving it, but you can see this pile of rubble is made up of the eastern side of the ceiling. So if you move it, the western side might cave in, right? Because it's what's holding up the western ceiling, western side of the ceiling.
Mm.
Do you want to move this rubble or try to start moving it?
Instead, would I be able to start climbing it?
Uh, so if
You
you guys
just said it would
can,
collapse.
imagine the tower. None of the walls of the tower collapsed, right? It's just the ceiling of the tower. The very top of the tower, right? Imagine this tower was a total of like two stories tall, right? The very
Mm-hmm.
top of the tower caved in on level 2, the east side, right? So because it caved in on the second level, right, of the tower, the floor on the second level caved in into the first. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So imagine my hands are the levels, this side being the west, or sorry, east, this side being the west, okay? Because the east side caved in, it went like this, okay? So
Mm-hmm.
basically, it's the west side is starting to curve in and it's gonna fall like that, right? But the east side's like this, and there's like piles of broken rubble beneath it, chunks of it, right? But for the most part, it's like a booby trap almost, right? If you were to move
Mm-hmm.
the minimum rubble, let's say these are the rubbles, these dice are the rubble, right? Chunks of the wall are basically holding the ceiling or the floor of level 2 up, okay? And then there's weight on top of this too from the very top of the tower. So there's rubble on top of
Mm-hmm.
this level that's causing this thing to cave in. If we move these dice right here, right, not just this will fall, but the western wall that's directly above you right now will also fall possibly, right? Because the port beams are all that's kind of holding this up, and then this level here is kind of pulling it down with all that weight. So if we move any of the rubble here, right, slowly that eastern side will collapse and probably bring down the western side because they're all connected by wooden beams to support the height of the ceiling
Yeah.
at the next level.
Alright,
So you
how
can
about
climb
how
it,
about
of course. You can climb it, but there's nothing there but the rubble, right? Or there's nothing there but the ceiling that's caved in. You can't really go
Okay.
up past it, right?
Okay.
how about
It would be, yeah.
how about we just not mess with the rubble and get in the dungeon finally and get some
So
money?
your guy would like climb the rubble and then be at the wall, right? That's it.
Good.
Oh wait,
Because we're
did
in
I
level
find anything in
0.
those bones, by the way?
Okay. So as you carefully observed rubble, okay. Let's see, and Arlen will come back to you. Sorry, but because you got distracted by the animal, right? Let's see. Adelstein, you were of course observing the rubble for some time, figuring out how to climb it, and I guess I kind of explained the situation, which counts as you thinking about climbing it, right? So you looked at it carefully,
Okay.
observed, and you try to figure if it was safe to climb, and you have your answer possibly, right? It looks safe
Yeah.
enough to climb, but there might not be a reason to climb it because it doesn't lead up to anywhere. It leads up to the ceiling, right? That's caving in. Let's see. You can still climb if you want. Would you like to or something else?
No.
Okay. So as you were doing that, Lucian, you were toward the south looking at the small pile of bones here. Okay. What exactly are you looking for as you look at the bones? They're just small animal bones here.
Um, can I
They're
cast
bare and dry.
detect to see like what killed them? Like if there's residuals?
You wanna cast your detect magic here?
Yeah, to see if there's
I
residual on the
wouldn't
bones.
You only
recommend
have
it.
one spell a day. That will get
Yeah.
rid of your only spell.
Oh,
You
You
already
already
one
went to
memorized
kill.
sleep.
sleep, so in order to switch your spells, you have to get some rest and switch your spells out the next day.
Okay, never mind. Okay, I guess I'll just look for something. I guess I'll look for animal teeth.
Okay. Well, among the small bones, you do find a small animal skull. Right? It looks like it's the skull of some rodent. It's got really tiny teeth. Are you interested in them?
Yeah, I'll carry them.
Alright, you pick this
Disease.
up.
Disease.
Indirect
So I can make like
contact.
poison darts.
And you'll get
Okay, guys.
diseased.
Okay.
Okay, okay.
Oh my god.
So you've got it. You've. Where do you want to put these bones?
Um, in
In
my
your ass.
bag.
All right. You open your bag. Okay. And then your bag is contaminated. Right, with
Contaminated.
You can
oh,
wash it after.
potentially deadly bacteria. Right. So
Okay.
Fucking bring rabies back to the
right now
village.
you have indirect contact. It's just bacteria on your hands. But if you were to like lick your hands right now, that'd be direct contact into your body, which can cause
Cool.
infection
Just start
or
sucking on
disease.
your fingers.
Lick the bones, or lick the wounds clean. Right. So.
Alright, stop messing around, guys. Let's get in the dungeon. Why are we
You
Yummy
okay?
researching level
bubonic
0?
plague.
Yeah, okay,
Wait, I
let's
need to
Alaric,
know. I need to know what I saw in those bones.
in a moment. Alaric, you're the last one to finish your action. So.
Lark fucking abandoned us for like the last 10 minutes.
Oh, nice. Okay. Well, in that case, you have your first broken morale character of the adventures so far. Lark breaks down. He's been like looking around. He was particularly holding that torch, and as everyone's doing their thing, he just kind of breaks down, falls on his knees, drops the torch. It's like, everyone, everyone, do you hear that? And he's starting to go insane, right? He's breaking down. He's stressed out. The torch on the floor. You guys can barely see now, right?
Fucking
Oh,
grab the
He's just
torch.
shaking. He's got the shakes now. Have you guys ever played Darkest Dungeon? You know how characters can get
Yes.
like insane or
Um.
stressed out for
Oh
being in the dark.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Right.
have that
So
game. You
here we
can.
go. Alaric is breaking down. Right.
Oh.
He needs to reach this breaking point. Morale is broken for him. The NPCs
And
can
then he
break
sees
morale.
the
Only the
puppies,
dice.
and I take over his character.
Yeah. So, well, moving forward though, Arlen was like calling for some help. Some of the party members think we should regroup and discuss our findings, and some of us want to continue taking separate actions. So we'll just see real quick. Uh, do we want to regroup to discuss our
Yeah.
findings, or does anyone object? Does someone want to keep
No
being
need to
an
discuss
individual?
finding.
Okay.
Can we just get down to the dungeon
Well,
finally?
first, let me
Why?
see. Does anyone object to regrouping first?
I really wanted to keep searching those bones, but it's
Yeah,
fine, I
we can
guess. I'll
discuss it.
just
Maybe
go.
they'll let you take more time to search it. So,
No, it's fine. We'll just go. They're not gonna let me. It's fine.
okay. So let's
We'll just go.
regroup. Maybe you can check another time or later, right? But we're all together again. Do we need to discuss anything before moving on?
Take the
Nope.
torch from the stupid
Who's
ass
gonna get the torch?
fighter. Yeah.
Okay. Who wants to pick up his freaking torch?
Fucking
Um,
ugly ass fighter.
We have to reorganize our marching order now. He's broken.
Alright.
Can
Put like
Fresno take his place? Alark will just drag him out.
So, Lorik has been, dropped out, right? It's out of the action.
what a waste of
Yeah.
character.
Waste of time, waste of
I
character.
can't believe I
suppose.
wasted those good rolls on that.
God
guy.
gives his greatest 18 stats to his
Low rolls for the best players, high rolls for the worst. It's just how it is. Alright. Not always the case, but often it is sadly the case, right? Those scores were wasted. Could have been better used by someone else. We'll see.
I'd like to transfer my soul into his body.
Let's see. So, moving forward though, let's figure out where that torch is going. Who took it?
Yeah, we'll give it to Fresno and put
Fresno, is that
Fresno in
fine?
the first round.
Yeah. Yeah, I
What do
can
you put
take it.
away?
I'll just put my shield away.
Let's go.
And we can move Fresno up to first rank, and Alark can just be behind us. Last.
No, screw a lot.
Larg is not
Silver,
moving anymore.
silver.
He's stuck here.
Oh, okay, we'll leave him.
He's
The
broken.
puppies
right?
are gonna eat him.
The only way he can move is if you force him, right?
No, just
Oh.
don't force him. He's not. He's ugly.
No,
We have
no,
some rope, dude. Let's
We're
just
not-
bring him as bait. We can throw him in a
we're not
monster.
no, we're not taking it. We'll just leave him here.
Alright, let's get down to the dungeon. Stop.
Yeah,
Hate
let's
it.
get down to the dungeon. They should have prod.
Yeah, I'm prodding it. We go down.
Mhm.
Okay, so Fresno's in first rank now.
All right.
Okay, we are descending the stairs.
Do
Robot voice.
Sorry, Bix, your mic is broken.
can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Did I take the torch or did someone else take it?
You did.
Fresno has it. Yes.
Okay, I was just double checking.
Mhm. And we're gonna form up, and we're gonna descend northward while prodding.
Alright, so these stairs are the ones that you want to descend are to the north, right? So the north stairs, they are descending toward the east, spiraling down. So you're descending east and then south and then back west. Okay,
East,
so
south. Okay. For how many feet?
uh it's going about 10 feet toward the east, about 10 feet toward the south, and about 10 feet toward the west.
Okay.
That's when you arrive in a sort of 10-foot landing. You arrive on kind of the southeast side of the 10-foot landing.
Right.
There's no walls here. There's just a stair descending to the west. So it's just a large 10-foot platform overlooking a chamber that continues westward, northward, and southward, mostly west. There's a stair that descends another 15 feet deep, 10 feet west. It's to your west, naturally. You're on a 10-foot platform now as you descend the spiral stairs. The stairs that you descended were narrow, about maybe a foot or two wide. Or no, about
Okay.
yeah, just about a foot or two wide. Very narrow stairs, right?
Okay.
These are the stairs of the tower, right? Which ascend onto this 10-foot platform.
Okay. We're on the platform.
Okay. So, now that we're down here, let's see. Do you want to continue west down the stairs, or what do you want to do?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're continuing
Yeah.
downstairs,
sorry.
yeah.
Descending the stairs. Let's see. At the start, we are on turn 2 right now. So we got 40 minutes with the torchlight left. It's turn 2 to 3. It's been quiet so far. Let's see. This torch reveals that you're in a 20-foot by 20-foot chamber, by the way. You can see 10 feet in all directions thanks to the torch being at the front. Let's see. Same with the torch at the back.
And we're currently in the southeast.
Or we only have one torch out. This Fresnel's torch. Do we want two? One and third? Because we can't see.
Does anyone have
Does
torches?
anyone have a free hand?
Also, who lit the torches, by the way?
No, it was me originally. I had my tinderbox.
Okay. And you had the torches too, Lucian?
Yeah, I have 9 more torches.
Alright, so we only have one torch lit at the moment. Is that alright with the party? Or do we want the second one?
We'll get a second.
Yeah, just light a second one. Put it in second rank.
You start a
Third
second one.
rank.
The second one starts to burn at let's see. Or the torch, yeah, the torch is lit outside, so let's see. The second one burns at turn 2. Who's gonna hold it?
We'll
Someone
give
third
it
rank.
to Adelstein.
Well,
Okay.
Lucian
Sure.
is in the back.
Elliston, you wanna take it?
Sorry?
Adelstein, you wanna take the torch? Or Arden?
Yeah,
Armin,
sure,
Arden.
sure. I can take it.
So you can have bow and torch out, and at any point you can throw the torch or drop it before you shoot.
Yeah.
I would suggest you throw it though. So if there are enemies in the distance, you can kind of toss it between you and them, and then you can shoot them.
Mhm.
See. Common method for video
I
games
mentioned
that
I'm
have
prodding
torches.
ahead as we go. Yeah.
At this point you are. Let's see. So you're now prodding ahead down the stairs into the chamber, right? Let me check if there's anything on the stairs. Empty. The chamber itself seems mostly empty. Nothing of change here. For those who've been here before, I don't think anyone has been here before of this party.
No. Never been.
It's been
No,
recently visited, I think, by another party. I forgot which one.
it was ours. That was like a session.
Oh no, this place has been visited by some in real life parties. That's right. I have notes on it.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see. Toward the west, there is a sighting directly west of the stairs, leading toward the only exit that's observable. You see, so far on the floor there are some bones.
Is there like
There's a pile of bones.
is
How
there
far
like
away?
weapons, armor on the pile?
Uh, there's about let's see. 10 various weapons. Half of them are spears. Um, a third of them are it's like a third of them are like hand axes, or I meant like 3 of them out of the 10 are hand axes, and 2 of them are
Hmm.
short swords.
Are they?
Lorenzo,
Are they?
get
Are
ready
they?
to start.
Hang on. Are they clutching the weapons again?
Go ahead.
Are they
Sorry.
clutching them? Yeah, you're good. Are they clutching the weapons in their hand?
The weapons are close to their hands.
Okay, these are skeletons.
Lorenzo, start praying.
So, Egan, I've never done this before or seen it, but can you turn skeletons before they reanimate, or I don't know
Mm,
if that's possible.
you could try. You want to pray now?
You try.
Wait, we have a thief. Why doesn't he just sneak over
Hang
and
on.
steal all the weapons?
First we're gonna arrange our party in a line formation because we're positive these are enemies in front of us. So,
Well, we're on the stairs when we see this, right? These things
Oh.
are to the west of the
oh,
stairs. They're about 5 feet
okay.
from the stairs to the west.
They're about 5 feet from the stairs.
Alright, Lorenzo, hear me out. I'll go approach them and you start praying.
Yeah, I'll start praying, Egan.
Oh, we have another cleric, Adelstein.
Yeah,
Pray
me
too.
and me and Alstein, me and
Yeah.
him will
Alright, so
stand
after your
at the
discussion and
stairs.
planning, you take
Mhm.
actions. Go ahead.
Yep.
Okay,
So
so
me and Alstein will start praying, and
very
we'll
well.
move up
You want to
to
move up
invisible.
while praying?
No, Adelstein is gonna move next to me.
Okay, so
Yeah.
he moves up to you.
Hmm.
The two of you pray together. As you guys are
Yep.
starting to pray, Talon, you want to approach the bones?
Yes, I approach carefully.
Very well. As Talon approaches the bones, moving west, as
Ah,
Lorenzo's turning undead, to the
Yep.
west, and then first, no, what are you doing? You're on the stairs still. You're near the bottom of the stairs since you were at the front. You're shining a torch right now. You want to just get ready to shoot with your sling or something else?
Bix,
First, no.
stay unmuted. They might have a problem.
we
We'll come
didn't
back
hear
to
you.
her.
Vic,
Hello? Is it working now?
Yes, we hear you.
yeah,
Hello?
What does he
we
do?
hear you.
Okay. For some reason, it wasn't letting me speak. Yeah. I'm prepared to use my sling.
Alright,
Or
do you want to
how
shoot
close
now
are
or
we?
just.
How far does the
You're
sling
5 feet
shoot?
from the closest one, the closest pile of bones.
Okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and use this sling.
You want to fire right now while they were just sitting there?
Yeah.
Okay. You shoot, and then Arlen, you're further up the stairs, but because we're on stairs, the nice part about stairs is that the back line can easily kind of see, right? As long as they're not in the stairway still, right? If they're in the chamber looking down, they have the high ground pretty much. Imagine you're on a hill, pretty much, right? So shooting from a hill is very, very nice. You can shoot over and past your party members. Let's see. So Arlen, you're on the stairs, third rank, so you're about maybe 10 or so feet, because let's see, from the front, the second rank is like 5 feet behind, and the third rank is 10 feet behind. So you're at the
Alright,
very
and
top of the stairs. The stairs go up total like 15 feet, right? Descending straight stairs, they're not spiral stairs, so you can still actually see. So
yeah,
you can from
and
here
I
fire
see
into the
that they're
bones.
still on the floor, right? They're not even woken up. They're not
Mm-hmm.
disturbed or anything.
They're just
Yeah.
undisturbed
So
bones.
for my action, I'm just gonna try and stop Fresno if I can.
Okay, I'm trying to stop Fresno.
I didn't
No.
know they were
Uh,
asleep. I would have shook.
And then Adelstein, what would you like to do? You were also near the top of the stairs, looking down with the torch and bow.
I thought I was going to start
Oh yeah,
praying.
yeah, sorry. You were
Yeah.
moving to pray. My bad.
Yeah.
Let me get
Yeah.
your symbol out. Did you put your bow away or yeah, you put your bow away
Oh.
with the torch in one hand. Okay. All right, so it's torch and symbol. All right, Lucian.
Hmm.
Let's see.
Oh no.
Um, I mean, what do you guys think I should do? I have no clue.
It's your choice. It's your action in this moment. You've got 10 seconds
Uh,
of action.
can I drop my bag, light a torch, and burn the bag to like destroy the diseased teeth in
your
there?
hands are still diseased.
What?
There's no point.
Bro,
My
what?
I don't
Wait,
want to be carrying a bag full of diseased teeth.
You
can
want to light
clean
your
it.
bag on fire?
Yeah, so I want to light the bag on fire to destroy
Okay.
the disease.
Oh my god.
Miscellaneous action. So right now you're taking off your bag, preparing to light it on fire.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And Alaric, as the party is getting ready to act against these bones, what would you like to be doing? Oh wait, he's the one that's OA or out of action. Never mind. Ignore that. Alright. So let's see what actually happens this round. So this round we are taking action, right? Against a potential hostile, right? And what starts us off is our clerics have moved up, our thief has moved down from the stairs and toward the bones, and he approaches the bones, and the bones do rise, right? As soon as he takes a few steps toward them. So as they're rising, there's a round which they're all kind of getting up. And while they're getting up, the clerics are praying as hard as they can. Here's their attempt to pray. Rolling.
If they're waking up, I'm not gonna
Mhm.
stop her from shooting.
Okay. You let her take the
+1
shot.
or
You like almost reached out for her, and then let her take the shot anyway. So
Mm.
as they're getting up, let's see, because someone decided to wake them up or disturb them, which was of course Talon, right? Moved forward toward them. So prayers could not happen until, right? Or the prayers were happening while he did that. Here's Lorenzo's prayer. Lorenzo, you try to pray. What do you say?
Mm. Oh my
You can
Lord and
also say
Savior
nothing,
Jesus
right?
Christ. Yeah, I'll
What
say
do you
that.
say?
Oh my Lord and Savior, please turn these skeletons.
So you do ask them to leave, right? Or you ask your Holy Spirit to turn them. So far, you
Mm.
do feel the faith, but let's see how strong it is.
+1.
Okay, not hit dice worse. So it should affect all of them in that case. But along with you is the other cleric, Adelstein. Adelstein, as you're praying, what do you want to pray?
Back from where you came, evil spirits.
Okay, let's see if they obey your command. Uh, they don't. You don't seem to feel the faith at the moment. Let's see. But you do pray that they will get back or listen to you as you hold your symbol forward. They seem to, they all were starting to get up, and halfway as they got up, right, they all kind of suddenly bring their hands to their faces as if they're burning, right, as if they're blinded by some light, right, and they get up and start to crawl away into the shadows. And as they're in the middle of getting up, Fresno was opening fire on these guys. Fresno can fire twice the rate per round, so while they're getting up, auto hits, right, they don't defend, she just automatically hits two of them or one of them. Fresno, did you fire at one or two?
2.
Okay, two separate ones, so you lose two shots. Your ammo's pretty much infinite though, you're just using stones.
Mm.
So 2 damage and 3 damage to separate monsters. Let's see if it's a kill. For one of them, you hit it for 2 damage.
Mm.
He survived. So
Can I
fresh to some
advance on them,
bones.
Ekin, after I...
Yes, next round. We're in the same round.
Okay.
So
Just wanna...
let's see. Alright. You wound one. Here's another one, taking 3 damage. Survived. Okay, so as you shot them, okay, as they turned. So you got your shot off. Let's see. Their shot probably came before their turning, so you probably shot into them as they were on the ground. So you just kind of smash some bones as they're trying to get up. The two that were shot barely were able to crawl away. The others start crawling away toward the west as they start to feel a holy force against them.
Do I get to attack my?
You did move toward the bones. You did come into reach with some of them. Did you want to swing your scimitar at them? At the closest one that was getting up.
I'll swing at one as
Okay.
they get turned
You're a
away.
thief. Double damage. Auto hit. Let's see. 2d8. The scimitar. 3 plus 7. 10 damage to one. You crush one under your scimitar. That's not a kill. Out of the 10 of them, there's 10. Alright. There's 9 left. 2 wounded. 1 broken. Let's see. And they were able to flee. Most of them were crawling away about 10 feet toward the west. So 5 of them went 10 feet west. That's as far as they could go this round. Usually they can move faster, but because they had to get up, they didn't move as fast, right? Took half their movement to get up. So Some went west, some went north. Among the 9, 5 managed to go west, 4 managed to go north into a corner, dead end, and 4 went to the south corner, dead end. I mean, it's 2 and 2, right? 4 total. So 2 to the north, 2 to the south, 5 to the west. The 5 to the west are disappearing into darkness, right? But the ones that are moving to the corners are trapping themselves in the room with you, and you can still see them due to, or thanks to, the frontline's torch. So that's of course our Adelstein and our Fresno. They shine the way with their lights. The chamber's
Yo,
only 20
then.
feet by 20 feet, so naturally, standing on either end of the chamber, you pretty much can see most of it, right? Your torch bearers are in the center of the room, at the bottom of the stairs. The stairs lead down into the bottom, or the center of the chamber, pretty much. So we see all of them in the dimness of our torch lights, right? At least the 4 that are trapped with you. The others are disappearing down the corridor past this chamber. So now we're gonna go into the next round's course of action. Okay, you guys will all declare your round 2 actions. Okay, so starting with Talon. Talon, do you want to chase after them and attack the next group toward the west or south or north? Keep in mind, they're not afraid of you. They're afraid of the clerics, right?
I'm just gonna stay near the Claire. I'm gonna drop freaking. I'm gonna
Okay, you
drop my
stay.
things. I'm gonna drop my things in the hand and pull out my long.
Okay, so you're dropping your weapon, staying where you are, and reaching for your bow, right? So I can see in this round, in this 10-second moment, Talon's like dropping those weapons quickly, reaching for his bow and arrows, right? Let's see, miscellaneous action for you.
As I do that, I tell him, Lorenzo, good job.
Okay, that's fine. Lorenzo, this round, do you want to keep turning, or do you want to switch your action?
Yeah.
If you stop turning, then they're not
I'll
turned anymore.
I'll keep turning.
Okay. You keep your symbol raised, concentration here. Trying to keep compelling them. Let's see. So turn on dead. And Fresno, do you want to uh, fire again with your sling?
Yeah.
Alright, toward the north or south?
To which one's closer?
North and south are equal distance from you. The west is ones that
Okay.
disappeared down the corridor.
Where'd the wounded ones go?
Let me see. One of the wounded ones went toward the west. You can't see him anymore. The other wounded one went toward the north.
Okay, I'll shoot towards the north then.
Okay. Firing toward the north. You want to go for the one you shot earlier?
Yeah.
Alright, there's only 2 there. You shoot the wounded one. Let's see. As you're firing at this one, Arlen, would you like to open fire?
Yeah, I'll fire on the same side, the north.
North. Okay, we'll try to finish off that north flank. Firing to the north, firing to the north. Turn undead. Okay, Lorenzo, you're just kind of facing the west, turning undead still.
Yep.
And then Adelstein, you want to continue turning undead?
No, instead I'm gonna throw my torch at the ones that are fleeing to the west.
Okay. Adelstein throws his torch to the west this round. Missile attack to the west. Lucian, let's see. You've got your spear out, and do you want to move in to stab at them, or do you want to hold? You're the second rank. You can go past the first rank though if you want.
I'm gonna hold on the second rank and equip a torch on my
Okay.
offhand.
So miscellaneous action. You're reaching into your bag. Actually, no. Last round,
I dropped my
did you
bag.
want to set your bag on fire? I forgot.
Yeah.
So last round, you took your bag. You were trying to ask someone to light your bag on fire who had a torch, but the other characters were busy doing other things. So did you want to just kind of like throw your torch over someone's, or throw your bag over someone's torch? Keep in mind your bag has
No,
all your supplies.
I can light my own torch.
Okay, so let's say then last round all you did was get your uh, you pulled out with one hand. You opened with one hand your bag, the other hand you reached in and pulled out a torch. So this round you have to get your tinderbox out, right?
Okay.
So this round you were reaching back into your bag, pulling the tinderbox out. Next round you can open the tinderbox and light the torch. See.
Okay.
All right. But lighting a torch takes time. Sadly, it takes a lot of time. lighting a fire takes even longer. Let's see. Alaric. Let's see. It's not here.
Alaric
Right.
does not
Keep forgetting.
exist.
All right. So back to the top. We're gonna start with missiles for round 2. Okay. Just a reminder, this is round 2 in case you guys think that I skipped you. I didn't. We just declared actions. So now we're resolving the actions. For missile phase, Fresno toward the north, you fire with your sling, rolling to hit. Here's your first shot. Did you want to fire just once stone heavily on one, so that you only use one bullet, or do you want to fire just 2 separate stones?
How many stones do I have?
You have like 28, 3 pounds worth of stones. These are
I'll
shallow
fire
stones.
2 separate stones.
2 separate stones. If you fire 2 separate stones, they happen at 2 different times. So one stone will go off before the monster can act, and then the next one goes up while the monster can act. If you fire just one heavy stone, it happens before the monster acts, right?
Okay. Okay, then I'll do the 1 stone.
Okay. So the 1 stone, right, managed to hit for just normal damage. Oh, wrong die. D4. You hit for 3 damage, and it's still standing. So that skeleton over there is just, it's like, it moved into the corner, you know, and brings its face or hands into its, brings its face into its hands and tries to block the holiness, right? While it's standing there, your stone goes hurling at it and smacks right through a shoulder, right? And it is pushed back into a wall with that hit, moving that arm from its face, and it falls into a knee in fear, right? Trying to bring its arm back up, but you smash through a shoulder, so the arm's kind of stuck for a second. Let's see, bounced off the bones, but did chip it. Let's see, still standing there, still mostly unaffected. Let's see. All right, next is Arlen. Opens fire to the north. Do you want to fire on the one that she just shot at, or a different one? There's only 2 there.
Since I'm an elf, do I have 2 attacks?
Yep, you do.
Yeah, I'll fire at the other one first, and if I don't kill it, I'll fire at the one she had first, and if I kill it, then I'll fire at the other one.
Good to go. First attempt fails. Here's your second attempt. Should fail too. You lost 2 shots.
Fuck. Okay.
Alright, it's 2 arrows.
Wait, don't I have advantage from being like high ground, and I have a +1 to dex, don't I?
The high ground allows you to fire from this position, and then of course you have +1 for your dex, which is +1, right? And then of course,
Well,
do
I
you have a
have
plus
10
one?
dex. Is that
Oh,
+1?
+0. And then you have +1 for
Oh.
close range. So that's it. So just a +1.
Okay.
The high
Okay.
ground just allows you to even fire in the first place. Let's see.
Alrighty.
Alright, so that's it. Okay, next is Edelstein tossing his torch toward the west. You can toss it up to 30 feet. How far do you want to toss it?
You said that the skeletons were moving at 10 feet, right? I'm gonna 15.
Alright, you toss it 15 feet west from where you're standing.
Yeah.
So that means it's basically where they're currently standing, right? But they'll be moving this round. So you toss it to where they were standing, pretty much. Let's see, because your character's currently about 15 feet from them. So if you throw it 15 feet, it's basically at their feet. So you torch at their feet. Is that fine?
It's gonna illuminate 5 feet, right? From the ground.
Yeah. So you might want to toss it further, like 20 to 30 feet.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go 30. So we can see
30?
them.
Okay. You toss it 30 feet, so at some point they'll be moving into the radius, right? Allowing your shooters to open fire on them if they want. However, when you toss it all the way 30 feet as far as you can, the torch goes hurling down the corridor, past them, and toward a corner of the corridor. It's a 10-foot corner, 10-foot square corner. So you do see the western wall, the end of the corridor, because it's the corner again, right? And it's going toward the north. You also see a pool of water toward the southwest. The torch lands near that pool of water, not in it, almost in it, right? It kind of bounces off the west wall and drops really close to the water. Actually, there's a 2 in 6 chance it fell in the water. Let's see, it did not. So basically, this reveals a total of a 20-foot long or a 10-foot long corridor, right, to the west that led into a 10-foot square corner. And from that corner, there's a corridor to the north, and in the southwest corner of the corner, right, the very corner itself, there's a pool of water. So that kind of, explore the area for us, and they're all moving toward that corner, toward the west/north. Soon they'll be out of sight. All right, on movement phase, we're moving on to movement phase. There's movement. The party itself is not moving, but the enemy are moving. The monsters toward the north, um, currently compelled. They're backed up into the corner there, and they will do whatever it takes to flee the area from this holy wrath. So once they realize that there's a trap or that they're trapped there, they actually start moving south and then west down the corridor. They only get 20 feet away though. Their movement speed is 20 feet per round. So they go south for 10 and then 10 feet for west, right? Making it down the corridor toward the corner. As they were moving in that way, the group to the south also was doing this. And the monsters that were already in the corridor move west past the torch and then north, uh, around the bend, right? So the 5 that were fleeing through the corridor are gone. The other 4 are visible barely as they approach the torch, in the end of the corridor. They're all fleeing this round. Okay, so as movement comes to an end, we see next action would be melee attacks, if any. There were none. Okay. Miscellaneous actions or magic actions like turning happens. We do more turning, just uphold our compulsion. It's working. And your force
Yeah.
is up to 2 hit dice worth, or
Plus
2
one.
hit dice worth of monsters you can compel. But
Plus one.
plus 1, 3. Okay, you can compel up to 3. So this round, your force of faith, you as you pray, has weakened slightly, but the monsters are already on the run, right? Not trying to return to feel your holy powers again. Okay, so it was painful for them to be in the area. They all ran. Let's see.
So
Okay,
were they being hurt as they were cornered, or were they just
they were
like
fearful, right?
okay?
They were in pain just being there, right? Feeling it. So they all fled to the west.
Mm-hmm.
And the round or the combat comes to an end as they all disappear from your lighting. When they do reach that corner where there's a torch on the floor, did we want to open up fire on these guys? Let loose
Yeah,
a few more
sure,
shots.
sure. Why not?
Try to take some down.
Yeah.
Sure.
Alright,
Yeah.
there was a total of 4 of them there. You guys kind of moved up your missile attack, create a firing line, opening fire down the tunnel, or the corridor, I mean. So,
Mm-hmm.
you fired down the corridor into their ranks, thanks to, of course, Edelstein, or Edelstein, who threw a torch down there. Our shooters listed can be Talon, who took out his longbow, right? Is that what you took out?
Yeah,
Keep in mind your
yeah.
sword and pull on the floor. But
That's
Talon
fine.
this round,
I have that
this
in
is
mind.
another round of combat. Talon opens fire. What is bow? Lorenzo, uh, did you want to keep compelling just in case, or did you want to switch out weapons? You
I'll
have it.
keep compelling just in.
Okay, you keep praying to God, right? In case they want to try to come back and feel your powers. Let's see. Um, Fresno, do you want to open fire again?
Yeah.
Good to go. Arlen, opening fire or something else?
Yeah.
Okay. Adelstein, you already tossed your
I, w-
torch. Yeah, go ahead.
I have already tossed my torch. I wanna pull out my bow to shoot.
Alright, so as you reach for your bow, your symbol, you can just kind of throw it over your neck. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Alright, and then Lucian, with your spear.
Mhm.
Let's see. Misc. Okay, Lucian with the spear. Do you want to just hold the line, or do you want to try something else? Or actually, no, sorry.
Uh,
What am I saying? You were not getting your spear out. You got your last round. You got your torches out. So with one hand you held the bag open. With the other hand, you pulled out a torch. This round you
so
can
where's
get that tinderbox out.
so where's my spear? I thought I had it.
It's on the floor right now.
Oh.
Because you opened your bag with one hand, and the other hand you pulled out a torch.
Alright, can I just close the bag where you pick up my spear and hold?
Yeah. Closing the bag, picking up your spear, that's fine. That can be done this round. And then you can light your torch off with someone else's. That's faster than using your tinderbox.
Okay.
Alright, so more miscellaneous actions for you. Alaric this round is not here. Okay. Back to the top. We're gonna see who opens fire and who kills, right? So for this round, multiple characters for opening fire. It was Fresno, Arlen, and Adelstein. We're gonna start with the fighting skills.
Me?
Those who have fighting skill. Oh yeah, and Talon.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Okay, so the three of you are opening fire. Let's see who hits.
I get a
But
bonus because
first
playing
it's
right.
just Fresno and Arlen, since they've got fighting skill.
Hmm.
Their shots happen first. So starting with Fresno. 18 hits damage with the sling. Did you go for the one you wounded earlier? You hit
Yeah.
this one twice. You want to hit him again, Fresno?
I said yeah.
She said
Yeah.
yeah? Or he said yeah?
Mhm.
Alright, 1 damage this time. It's still standing. You hit him 3 times in a row, and he's still alive. Here's your next shot. Or not your next shot yet. Or did you want to just fire one shot at this guy? I'll roll twice then.
Yeah.
Okay. It was 1 heavy shot, and additional damage was 3. Okay, with the heavy shot then, he died. Good. Alright, so you crushed him with 1 heavy shot this round. And then of course, the other fighter with his 2 attacks. Opening fire. Do you want to just fire 1 good shot, 1 aimed shot? Or 2 shots?
I'll just do 1 good shot.
So you only get 1 target then, is that fine?
Yeah, that's good.
Alright. Your shot would hit for only 1d6 damage, or what's your bow? Longbow or short bow?
It's a longbow.
Okay, 1d8. This is a fresh one. You dealt 6 damage to it. It had 2 hit points. Kill. Nice. And next shooter is Talon, firing a backstab. They are not looking at you, and you're firing from behind them. Double damage plus 4 to hit. It's a nat 1. Fuck. Alright. You dropped your
Yeah.
arrow. Let's see. Okay. And at that point, they all fled. So we get 3 kills before the enemy flee into the shadows, right? Or further ahead.
Alright.
Combat's over though. You guys can take a moment to gather up your weapons, light your torches if you pulled out an extra torch. Come to a discussion. So, this, as you guys recover from this fight, do we have anything to discuss right away, or ready to move
Just
on?
get the heads. No,
Can you?
get the heads
Yeah,
and
get the heads. And can you fully describe the chamber now, Ekin?
Yeah. So,
Past the stairs.
oh
Fast
yeah,
as-
I'll pick up my stuff too.
all right.
I'll also
So,
My
pick up my
longbow back
arrows.
and put my
Yep.
bow and
So,
sword up.
like I said, to make it easy, you guys retrieve your equipment, and you know, as you retrieve your equipment, some of the party observes your surroundings, and you kind of get back into a bearing, reform your ranks, or get your bearing back. Right. You reform your ranks. You're about to go collect heads, but keep in mind some of the heads are beyond the chamber, so that means moving west. Only like one of the bones, one of the piles remain here. The monsters had no loot except for a rusty weapon, so if you're interested. There's one in here with you, right? The other 2 are down the corridor. So we've got a rusty spear next to us. Does anyone want a rusty spear? It's got -1 a hit.
They can be repaired, so someone can just take it and it can be repaired.
Who wants it?
I can take it.
Alright,
You can use
Fresno
it like a
takes it.
javelin too. Just throw it.
An expendable spear? Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Alright, Fresno, you've got a rusty spear now. Alright, other than the rusted spear, we have the skull you pick up. You just kind of break it from the bones. So we collected 1 skull so far. Along with that, after grabbing your equipment, after grabbing the skull, to describe the chamber, as I said before, maybe not completely, but you're in a 20 foot by 20 foot chamber with 1 exit to the west. The stairs descend from the east into the center of the chamber, right?
Oh, okay.
to help your mappers out. So the stairs are directly kind of in the center. There's a platform further east, right?
Okay.
That leads to the spiral stairs that will ascend into the tower. Let's see. From here, shall we continue exploring toward the west?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So you're pushing on to the west, and already you can see that, in the corner that
My
the
symbol ready.
bones. Sorry, what?
My symbol ready. In case
Sure.
I come back.
Alright. So let's just make sure everyone has the items that they want equipped. Right now I can see Talon is carrying his bow out. Is that fine?
No, I sling my
Switching.
bow back over my shoulder and pull out my scimitar and pull.
Scimitar and pull. I want to resume prodding, I suppose.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Okay, so as we explore, he is prodding. Eyes on the deck. Everyone else eyes forward, right, for the most part, except the rear guard. Maybe some guys in the rear. We have one of them eyes behind us. So he's like looking back as he's walking forward. Okay. Lorenzo, you got mole in one hand, symbol in the other. Is that fine?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just has this necklace. Got one hand. Fine.
Well, you gotta take it off if you want to use it properly. It's on your neck.
Okay.
You can't really pray properly or compel. Let's see.
Alright.
Let's see. Alright, next is. But yeah, you can wear it around your neck. That's fine. It's just when you use it, you take it off, just like your sword. You take it off your belt if you want to use it.
Okay.
Alright. So Fresno. Torch and sling. Is that fine? You at the front. Fresno, veteran.
Biggs.
Is he breaking down?
They're muted.
Sorry, for some reason Discord doesn't like me unmuting. Could you repeat again?
Yeah. You've got your sling and torch out. Is that fine?
Yeah.
Okay. You're leading the way. Arlen, you've got your longbow out. Is it fine?
That's good with me, man.
You're in third rank. Adelstein, you got your symbol out. Is that fine?
Yeah.
Okay. And Lucian, spear, second rank.
Spear and torch.
Spear and torch. Okay, yeah, that's right. You lit a new torch since one was
Yeah.
thrown. Okay, you're in second rank. Minus 3 torches total then. It's turn 3 currently. Alaric. Let's see. You're in the first rank. You've got a shield out. That's it. Oh wait, Alaric's not here. My bad. Keep forgetting. I'm just gonna scribble him out. Okay. All right. So back to exploration. We just moved west into a corridor, and already we've come across a strange sighting. Let's see. Where's my book? Okay, so it appears that there's some cracks on the floor. Right, as you're prodding, you're tapping, and they seem dirty though. Right, nothing just triggered as you prod on them. And above the cracks though is what's more important. Appears to be a broken statue or piece of statue just sitting there.
Is it like made of marble or is it
It
just
looks
stone?
valuable, indeed. It looks special, right? It is a piece of broken statue. It depicts a piece of, looks like some type of paw, right? A marble, black marble paw.
Hmm. Can Talon just hook it with the pole, like, and just like inch it towards us?
Okay, you kind of. I mean, that's up to Talon. You
Yeah,
suggest
I
you can.
ask him.
Yeah.
I'm
Mm.
sorry. You said the floor under it was looks sturdy.
You prod at the floor
It's cracked.
around it. Nothing happened, but it's cracked. The floor is cracked. There's a paw there.
Hmm. I I'm gonna try to poke the marble towards me, if possible. Poke it out of it.
As you poke it, it is
I
unmoved.
mm,
Is what?
like what's stopping it?
Uh, you don't see anything stopping it. It's just that it doesn't
Hmm.
move when you poke at it or try to pull it toward you.
Can I like push it inwards and try to like push it out of the statue?
It's just
Like
a piece of statue. It's a foot, right? Particularly, it's a paw, a lower leg of a beast, right?
so that's just like a leg stuck there.
It's just sitting there on its side, right? Just a piece of broken statue in the middle of the floor, leaving a crack under it, and you can't
Oh,
move
so
it.
it's on the ceiling or on the floor? I'm so
It's
confused.
on the floor. It's been on the floor. Who said it was on the
Oh, it's
ceiling?
so heavy that it's forming cracks under it. Okay.
Can I push? Can I throw a rope at it and try to pull it towards me? The
Okay.
foot. You said.
As as Talon is in the middle of prodding and trying to mess with this paw, did anyone want to take an action other than stand by or listen for monsters?
I'll look for loot on the wall behind us.
Behind
Like
us,
a secret
there's
entrance or something.
Does
behind us.
Talon
There's
even have a rope? Didn't he leave it?
you did.
Oh yeah.
Good call, Fresno.
Oh, true.
I can take out my rope and I'll try to do that then.
Okay. Fresno will move up
Mhm.
and try to lasso this statue then. As Fresno moves up to do this, Talon helps her out maybe. We see Arlen looking back to the east, or are you talking about the western walls?
The
So we went toward the
the
western
western wall.
exit. So the closest wall to us is the west wall, north and south, right?
Okay, and I don't have to like walk over this cracked floor, right?
No.
Okay,
The
yeah, I'll
west
just
wall of the
search
previous
that
chamber.
for like, I'll search that for like a loose brick or something, you know.
Alright, taking secret doors toward the north side or west, or sorry, north side of the west wall or south side?
The north side, and I'll pull on these bricks like a savage.
Pull two and observe. Sure. So, as you're doing this, anyone else want to take an action? Utilize their time.
I wanna stand guard to direction that the undead went.
Alright, toward the west.
Yeah.
Okay. Keep in mind your party members are making noise toward the west though, so most likely their noise will, you know, block off any further sounds unless you go past them through the tunnel and listen ahead. So you still want to try to listen to the west anyway, from where you
Yeah.
stand. Okay. So at least you'll be on guard and watching. So visual wise, you will be able to see to the west, but hearing wise, they're gonna be making noise, which will that sound will block off any further sounds in the distance. At least quiet sounds. Let's see. Um, next is all right. Yeah, that's pretty much it. No one else want to take an action? Lucian. Okay.
Uh, how much time do we have left, Ecom?
We still
We've
have
been
an
playing
hour left,
since
I think.
1 o'clock. So I said we did. I say we go to 4 or
So you said we'd go to 4, but you took like a bunch of time trying to set up the camera and the stream.
okay. We'll go to 4:30 then.
Alright.
We'll call it a night. Okay. So let's see. Right, let's see what happens then. Next is we'll start with the rope and everything. Doesn't take as much time. So Ferdinand gets out his rope, tosses it over, lassos the statue, and the two of you start to pull on it together, force it.
Yeah.
Okay. The marble statue there, it's pretty small. It's not very big. It's life size. It's about the size of a normal paw, right? Size lower leg of some beast. It looks like at most it should normally weigh maybe 5 pounds max. And the two of you pull on it together easily. So earlier you tried to poke at it, didn't move easily. But when you pull, you realize this thing is about 50 pounds, 10 times heavier than a normal sized, paw of flesh, right?
Oh,
This is
damn.
50-pound. Basically, you can imagine it's like a weight, like a small little dumbbell, right? But it's compact and smaller than a dumbbell, weighing 50 freaking pounds, right? Again, it's
As
maybe about less than a foot long, maybe only 7 inches, 7 inches long, right? The paw itself is maybe the size of someone's hand, right? Maximum. So it's just the lower end, right? You see the ankle, you see a bit of the leg, not much of it, and the
Mm.
paw entirely, right? It looks like some type of wolf paw, right? So if you drag it, pull it toward you, it's 50 freaking pounds of marble, you're dragging across the floor. As you two are dragging it across the floor, there is noise being made, so I'll make a wandering monster check. I'll also make a wandering monster check because it's turn. What turn is it? It's turn freaking 4 right now. 4 to 5. So
Oh.
we've been in dungeon for 40 to 50 minutes. Okay. So here's the turn. So wandering monster check as well. Okay, 2 wandering monster checks.
oh, nice. When
Oh
when we want the
boy.
ones, you don't roll them, but when it took.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay, so basically, toward the west, we don't hear anything, but we see that the monsters are back. The same ones. Those bones
Mm.
familiar are peeking around the corner, right? Or stepping back into the corridor, right? Where the torchlight shines upon them. So, and of course, the one on guard at the time was uh, our cleric, right? Hellostein. As
Mhm.
soon as you saw these monsters while your party was busy, did you want to start compelling them?
Yes.
Okay.
I can also compel them.
You were busy, right? Weren't you doing something?
No? I said I was writing my symbol.
Oh, right. Okay. So the two of you compel them together. So the clerics
Yeah.
take care of the undead together, right? Together they're probably gonna be able to turn the undead. They pray and pray and pray. But there's something else. Something above us. Okay. Um let's see what we hear on top of us. Alright. We hear some scratching sounds. We hear some growling, right? And just scratching sounds above us, right? It's a distance away, but it seems to be approaching while their monster approaches. And whatever it is, it's about maybe only 20 feet from our position. It's at the very top of or very bottom of the spiral stairs, about to enter onto the platform, right? That's on top of the current stairs closest to you guys, right? So it's walking down into the upper platform, whatever it is. And let's see, this is in the middle of everyone's like actions, right? So basically, therefore, Fresno and Talon, you've gotten the statue maybe halfway across to you at the time, and the others like freaking um, let's see. This was like halfway through the turn, sometime around halfway through the turn. As the clerics were compelling toward the west, a little bit later, those creatures toward the east are climbing down into the platform and maybe down the stairs. Those who can face it is the ones to the east, which is basically just Arlen, I think. So Arlen, you were checking out that wall to the north for any secret doors. You were pulling at those bricks. You got maybe half them pulled and half of the wall observed. And on half of the wall you observed nothing so far. But and also you pull at the bricks on that wall, nothing came loose. And you start to hear monsters behind us, right? You look up and you see these wild beasts on top of the platform looking down on us. There's about 5 of them up there, and they are what they appear to sound like, right? Bunch of wolves, pack of wolves. There's 5 of them up there on the platform. Let me see the
I'm gonna
reaction to our
sleep them
party.
motherfuckers.
You immediately try to sleep them. They are hostile. They're like actually making their way down the stairs. The second
Yeah.
set.
Yep.
Okay, you can't
Yep. I'm
sleep
gonna
on
sleep them.
those motherfuckers, right? Let's see. 5. Shoot, it fell. plus 4, 9 hit dice worth. So only 4 of them are affected. Do you have an intelligence bonus?
My intelligence is 14.
Nice, plus 1. Okay. All of them are affected. Saving throws. As they make their way down the stairs, you're casting sleep on these guys. Failed, failed, failed,
But if I keep it to my
failed, failed. All 5 fall asleep on their way down. And
Oh
the
yeah,
Undying
baby.
are turned, and the actions of everyone else are successful because your men, some of your men were on guard, or broke their action, or stopped whatever they're doing to take action against monsters. The others were able to continue their actions, right? So Fresno and
trying to get
Talon,
my gun.
did you guys want to break or keep pulling that? While they were doing that, did you just want to
Just
keep pulling?
just keep pulling.
Okay, the two of you were able to pull the marble to your party, and Lucian was on guard, I think, just kind of standing there, not really
Yeah.
doing much else, right? Ready to act if need be.
Still,
Right.
friend.
Let's see. Adelstein and the others were compelling the evil to the west. That's pretty much all that happened. The combat ends, the turn ends. By the end of the turn, we have enemies to the west compelled again. We have the wolves of sleep that can be easily crushed or killed by Lucian and Arlen, who are free to do so. So, you guys want to go and kill the wolves, or Arlen, do you want to resume searching that wall?
If I resume searching the wall since I just slept him, is that gonna take another turn?
Yeah, because you got interrupted.
I'll do that while they're killing the wolves. I'll just
Okay.
keep searching while
You
they're
send Lucian off to go kill them, so you ask him to. Lucian, do you want to go do that?
Yeah.
Okay. You've got the spear and torch, so you go up to the wolves and start killing them. How do you want to kill them? There are 5 sleeping beasts here, right?
just
Just
so that
stab them one by one.
Alright. Stab them.
it's
Where?
important not to damage the hide though. Don't damage the hide.
So just like in the head.
Arlen, if you keep speaking to him, you're losing your turn, right? Because like your character's
Oh, okay.
not focused on the wall. He's like turning around to talk to him, like Lucian, Lucian, my boy. No, not like that, right? Make sure you don't damage the fair. So,
Yeah,
do you want
I'll
to
just
talk
stab
with
them
him
in the
about
eyes
it,
then.
or and help him do this, or do you want to do your own thing, Arlen?
Nope, I'm gonna just do my wall.
Okay. So Lucian, you can hear Arlen for one moment warning you before you start searching. He's like, "Don't harm those fairs, right?" And you make your way to them. How do you want to kill them? Choke them out, stomp on their heads. What do you do?
I'll cut their heads off with my spear.
Cut their heads off. Okay. So the spear is not a cutting weapon, it's a stabbing weapon. But you try to cut their
Oh.
heads off. First, you'll just jab it in there, make sure they're dead. Yeah. Or do you want to carefully start sawing their heads off while they're asleep?
It's like slit their throats. I mean,
Okay.
instead of like cutting the heads off.
Okay, you jab their throats with your spear. So the first one you jab in the throat, right? The spear goes right through his throat, and that one wakes up, right? Gargling on blood, right? It's like shaking and twisting, right? Moving about, trying to, you know, free itself of the wound, but you drive it deep and it dies. You do this to the other 4, they all die. Okay, you've killed all of them. So from here, someone with a bladed weapon can hack their head off. Someone with a knife can skin them, right? Or you might want to skin them first before hacking their heads off if you want to keep the fur perfect, right? So skin them and then hack the heads off. Now, let's see. The rest of the party, we've got the clerics focused on turning undead up ahead. We've already pulled the foot in, right? And from here, as soon as you got the foot pulled in, what do you want to do with it? Pick it up. It's 50 freaking pounds. So
Just fucking bag that thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
who's
just
the
pick a
lightest?
bag and try to pick it up.
all right, it's very heavy. Whose bag are we using?
Oh, my bag is full. That stuff.
I can hold it.
Yeah,
Okay,
Fresno.
you can just carry it in hand too. You have to put something away. So Fresno, you put your sword away.
Oh.
Carry the foot.
Can I not fit in my bag?
Your bag has supplies.
Bag can
in it,
only
right?
hold 40, I think.
Yeah. 40 pounds
It's
of.
fine. It's
Oh.
fine. We're leaving anyways. Just hold it in your hands.
Yeah, I'll just hold it in my hand.
Okay. Let's see. Alright. It could potentially. All items or baggage or containers can carry up to, their weight limit in normal size things, right? But with like small compact, it can carry maybe double. So if it's small like this thing is treated as if it's 25 pounds instead, right? Since it's so small. But it still weighs 50 pounds on your person. So let's see. All right. So in that case, no, we try to carry it. Fresno just kind of carries it by hand. It's really heavy, right? So you have to use like almost two hands to carry it. You can keep your sling out, right? Use the same hand. You just kind of a sling is a piece of string, right? So you kind of holding the sling still while holding the foot in the other hand, or you I guess you carry it over one shoulder. So you've got a 50-foot or 50-pound freaking statue over one shoulder trying to balance it, right? It's very heavy. Let's see. And then as she's carrying the wolf foot, or he's carrying the wolf foot, then
Oh, could I use my rope to like sort of make it like tie the rope to like both ends of it to just sling it over my shoulder
sure,
like that,
make it a
so
little
I
easier
don't
for
have
yourself.
to try and balance it.
Yeah. All right. Kind of create a makeshift sling for it. Let's see. To wear it on your person. Next is, as that's all happening, of course, we've thoroughly checked that wall now, the rest of it, and we're quite certain there's no other loose bricks here. We also pulled all the bricks in this wall, nothing came loose. All right.
All right, let's get ready to leave. We just skin the wolves. I guess.
Okay.
Yeah,
We'll spend
we're
some
Would the
gonna
time
scimitar be?
skinning the
Yeah,
walls. All right. Takes about a turn.
yeah.
skin the wolves.
Well,
Then
actually,
we'll
before we
hack
skin
the
these
heads.
wolves, we're actually on turn 5 by the time the party finishes. Taking that freaking foot, watching that wall, and of course, killing the wolves, and of course, from there, it's turn 5. So if we don't rest throughout the turn, we're gonna suffer penalties. So it's a good time
All
to
Yeah,
rest.
rest.
we'll rest. We'll rest.
So you'll rest till turn 6. You'll light new torches on turn 6, at least one new torch.
Yep.
The other ones will still be burning because they're lit later in the round, or later in the adventure. But you'll rest for a turn. After that, when you come back from your rest, we'll be able to start skinning those wolves and then hacking off their heads. Hacking off the heads don't take too long, right? If you have the right weapon. If you're using a knife, it'll take a while to saw it off. Skinning them will take a while, right? One knife can skin one wolf in one turn. So, but come back in 5 minutes. We'll take a break from your life too.
All right. So, who all has blade weapons? Talon, do you have a blade? Do you have a scimitar? Do you have a
I have a
dagger?
dagger and a scimitar, but I think
Dagger.
daggers works the best.
Spear.
Fresco. Fresco, what weapon you have? Vic.
I I just have a spear, gamison, and just the sling. I don't have anything else besides the rusty spear.
You guys want to go get those skeleton skulls earlier that were still there?
Are the skeleton skulls worth money?
They're worth like 25. No, like was it 15 silver?
I think it was 10, not even.
Let me check.
Oh,
It's yeah, 10 silver. No, not worth it.
It's not worth it. Let's not be
They have
greedy.
their
Get out.
weapons. We can use their weapons to skin more. Actually, silver. What weapon do you have? You have a knife.
What was that?
I was saying, does silver have a knife?
Silver? Or you mean Adalstein?
Hmm.
I think Adalstein is not here.
How long did Ekin say this break is gonna last?
Just like 5.
Yeah, 5 minutes.
Alright.
It's been a minute or two anyway. Anyway, we'll be back in a
Okay.
bit.
is the rust? Do we? I forget. Is the rusty spear worth anything?
You can
You
use it as
can
a
repair
javelin.
it instead of paying the full price
Yeah.
to buy one.
Mhm.
Okay.
So like I don't know if instead of buying a spear for 3 silvers, you would repair that with like 1 silver.
Yeah. It's like I already have a spear.
You can use it, but it has like a -1 damage, I think.
Yeah.
No shot, you can respawn the wolves, man.
I'm gonna collect one of those babies, so I'm gonna help you carry that thing because I need your rope mix.
Okay.
Dude, we should
I'm
be.
sure. I'm
We should be.
sure. Like I'm not using like the full rope. I'm sure I can just
We
take it
should
off
be
again once we get
careful.
back up there.
Yeah, that was good. We should be careful in case there were more back in the layer. So we're gonna have to change, put our other spellcaster with sleep up in the front, and just be careful in case there's more back in the layer. These two in these pack just came down because they smelt us. So be careful.
Well, a pack of wolves usually isn't more than what 10, so there could only be 5 more. So
We
we should be
killed we
good.
killed four.
Yeah, you don't understand how strong a wolf is. They're 2-hit die and they deal a d6 on a bite.
Oh, okay. Well, I only have 1 HP, so I'm hoping
Yeah.
not to die.
So a wolf has like 8 hit points on average. No, actually 9 because they have +1.
Well, how
No, they
many
have
babies
plus
were it?
two.
He said there was 5 babies, right? So that means there's at
A
least
few.
10 wolves or 5 females, 1 male, I guess. But
You know that wolves have litters, meaning
But
that they produce more than a single pup
yeah,
when
but
they.
so let's
I
first of
thought
all
wolves only
let
did like 1 to 2 babies. It's like the same as humans for wolves.
No, I think
yeah.
it's 4 to 5.
How
Let,
many
let's go ahead and just
cubs
skin
do
these wolves.
wolves?
Skin these wolves, get their heads, and let's get out of here. 'Cause we got some
Yeah,
good treasure.
let's not be greedy. We got good enough. We're just
Let's be
scrub.
greedy.
Yeah. Did he say how much the paw looked like it was worth?
The paw is like fully marble or something like that.
Yeah, that's gonna be worth a
Okay,
lot.
it can be 2 to
Should
10
I
cubs,
should
but
I
most
fudge it?
often it's
Should I
4.
fudge it in roll max?
It can be how many?
Yeah.
It can
Wait, can you
be
fudge it? Ayubi? Do you have? I
I
don't think
don't
you have
know.
a fudge. I don't
I
think you
have a
have a fudge.
fudge.
You do? It doesn't say.
Old school
Alright, hold on.
legends says.
Oh, I just saw it.
Do you have old school legends? You have old school Grognard, dude.
No, that's the subscription. That's not the roll. No, you don't have it. That's just the
I
subscription.
yeah, I
That's
Oh, I can
subscribed
buy
for.
the subscription
that's
right
the
now, by the way. I
that's
got my
the
paycheck.
roll. That's the roll for being subscribed, but that's not the actual roll for Legends. There's
Well, I
just the roll.
subscribed and never got it, so I'm just gonna tell you
There's,
continue.
okay. Oh yeah, didn't yeah? I think I saw that earlier.
No,
So
I did sub. I was actually gonna try to save Dash, but it was too
yeah,
late.
I saw you. Okay.
What time are
So
we ending
yeah,
today?
Alright, gentlemen, it's been 5 minutes, so we'll resume our
so
adventure.
yeah, Deacon, real quick, can I get my old school legend?
Let's go, legend. Uh,
Yeah, I did sub like when I tried saving Dash, but he said it was too late. I still went through with it.
okay. Let me see. You sub to the Patreon or
No, in the server,
on the
Discord server.
server? Let's see. You said old school legend.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Alright then. In that case, you got the legend roll and you got adventure roll.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but we're gonna go ahead and skin these wolves. You.
Yeah, we're doing this.
Very well. Okay, so let's skin these wolves, get this job done, right? Get back home with our bounties, get
Yeah,
paid.
take us by. You take us a
Okay.
turn.
Well,
So
one wolf takes
we
one
rested.
turn to skin, so you've rested. It's turn 6 right now. We lit new torches, or at least one new torch to replace the one that died. Or I'll say the one that
Uh,
died was the one to the west. So we don't have to light new torches technically. We still have 2 burning torches. The one that we threw earlier died.
All right.
while they're skinning the wolves, I'm gonna search more for more hidden shit.
No, help us
Okay.
skin.
I don't have a weapon to do that. I only have a spear. I would just butcher him, and we
I'm
need
gonna
the
skin.
skins
I'm gonna
intact.
skin with my dagger, dude.
Alright, so Talon's skinning one. We got one Skinner. And then who's next? Let's see.
Alright. If Talon
Lorenzo?
if he gives me his scimitar, can I still skin it?
No. Imagine trying to skin
Oh,
a wolf properly with a sword, right? I mean, I guess you could try, but it's not as efficient. It'll take twice as long, possibly. Or you would
twice as
ruin the
long.
fur, right?
No, don't run the front. We'll just take our time doing
Okay.
this.
Alright.
I assume no one else has like a dagger or a knife.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
don't take
So,
that. Okay.
you
Oh,
can
I guess.
imagine, like, in real life, trying to. Because you're skinning something, it's like sawing and sawing action. Using a sword, right, against. Or trying to skin something with a sword is just really awkward, right? So,
I was just asking scimitars like
we can still do
Alright.
it, it's still possible, it's just not as efficient.
In
Let's see.
that case, I'm a hand my scimitar over to like Lorenzo, and as I finish skinning one, he's gonna cut off its head.
Okay. Yeah, the scimitar is good for hacking off heads, that's for sure.
yeah.
Okay, and we're just gonna do this like yeah, I skin, he cuts off the head when I
Okay.
skinned.
Yep, and you get back to skinning. Alright, so we
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
got
also
one
just
Skinner.
bought Grognar, by the way.
Alright, yeah, I see that. The freaking server said it. Let's see. Did the server post that when you did that too, UB?
Uh, I'm I'm not sure. Yeah, it did. I think. I think it did. Let me go up and check. If it
So that's why
didn't, it
it's
would be
official.
weird.
That's why, if I didn't get notified, that means.
It did not. For some reason.
That's why I was getting confused. Let's see.
Very
I mean,
subscriber.
I did get the old school legends and subscriber role though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He has the role for being subscribed to it.
It's just, alright, yeah.
No, that's weird. I don't know. I didn't do it.
Yeah, usually it's supposed to, because this is your first time subscribing to the server, right? So,
Yeah.
okay.
No, Discord has been acting weird lately.
Yeah, it's kind of broken sometimes.
Show him your bank statement.
In payment, it says to have one legend and 3 Grognards. So, I think it's that one legend might be you. Let's see. So if I go to service, then I can check roles, members.
Yeah, he has the role for it
Yeah.
for being subscribed.
Says I have old school legends
Yeah,
subscriber.
okay. It is there. Alright, it's good.
Ekin, is this the only session we're having today?
There might be more like in the next 20 hours. So,
Yeah. Here, let's go and finish this up before so
Yeah.
we don't waste more
Let's
time.
just. We're just gonna take our time.
alright.
Me and Lorenzo are gonna do the cutting and stuff, and the rest gonna guard. There's no reason to do anything else.
I'm
Pretty sure
gonna
this is for,
search for more loot.
Kaden, if you subscribe to Grognard, is that the one you did? Let's
Yep,
see.
I did.
Yeah,
I did the
it's,
$20 one.
you have an overlapping legend roll, so
He can use it
that
this game.
needs to be used up soon. I'll just note it
Can I use
down.
it next session?
Yeah, because they don't usually overlap. If you get an overlapping one, it just disappears. So, let's see.
Yeah, just use
But
it with the
I'll try
value
to
of the
help you
paw or
remember. You
something.
have a legend roll.
I can remember.
Okay. Overlapping legend for
Did not mean to turn
Caden.
my camera on.
Alright. Hopefully we cannot forget that.
Mm. Alright. Let's go and get
I'll
this quick.
remember.
Alright, so let's get back to scanning what's actually important. Let's see. Lorenzo, you're the one cutting heads off. You're the executioner. Let's see. Okay, and then Fresno, you're gonna. What's your action?
Um, or are we just gonna head back up the stairs while they cut?
Okay. You gonna make your way up the stairs?
Yeah.
Right. You trying to like just get to the platform or up the next set of stairs too? There's 2 sets.
Um,
You have
up
the
the
torchlight.
next set of stairs too.
Alright, all the way up? Okay.
Oh, does someone else have the other torch still?
Yes. Lucian does.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so you're making way all the way up? Pretty much? You're
Yeah.
gonna split up? Okay. Arlen, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna keep searching for loot, but I'll just do it. Am I able to go behind the stairs or like around the stairs?
So behind the stairs is a stone platform, right? You can check that if you want. The north or south side of
Sure.
it.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
goes
I'll
up
just check
to where the
the
stairs lead. So upward.
north.
North side? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Adelstein, what would you like to do throughout this turn?
Mm, I'm gonna guard towards the direction the undead are, in case they come back.
Alright. Guarding west. Is that fine?
Yeah.
Lucian, what would you like to do?
I'll guard with him.
Alright, 2 guards to the west. Alright, and then Alaric, would you oh sorry, not Alaric. Alright, we're done. We're gonna see what goes on throughout the turn. Because we only have 1 Skinner, this is gonna take a while. It's gonna take 50 minutes to get done. We've got a lot of time to pass, right? So throughout this turn, we see Talon's able to skin one of the this is turn 6 to 7. Talon's able to skin 1 wolf throughout the turn, and then Lorenzo hacks off its head. Wonder must check also throughout the turn.
Can someone use their adventure UB?
Let's see. Right.
Too late.
He can.
Sorry.
He said, "Oh my god, UB, come on."
I was gonna, but he rolled the dice.
Okay.
And
Let's
yeah,
see.
I did say, but he rolled differently.
But you gotta respond. You went. Like, come on.
No,
Alright.
I said I'm gonna use it, and then as he rolled the dice, he just.
I didn't hear anything. So if you say that doesn't mean anything to me. So
No, before that, I did say I'm gonna use it, but that my mic didn't pick that up apparently.
did anyone else hear it? I certainly did not.
I
So.
mean, I'm starting to say it. But
Alright, whatever. Let's see. Alright, the skeletons are back. You want to try to turn them?
Just turn them. Okay, it's skeletons.
Adelstein?
Yeah.
Alright, you pray that they won't come. They are moving on our position. They rushed Adelstein's position. His praying didn't help. And defending him is Lucian, right? So Lucian, as they rushed Adelstein's position as he was praying, Adelstein, right? So first they appear, you turn them. As they're about to close the distance, do you want to keep trying to turn them, or do you want to switch weapons at
Yes.
this point? Okay, you
I'm
remain
gonna do it
faithful,
again.
and you keep praying. So while they're moving in, movement happens, right? And then, of course, as they're moving, they're gonna attack, and if you survive their attack, you're gonna pray.
Okay.
So, because turn undead happens last, like Magic
can I
Face.
turn them also?
You weren't there at the time.
Okay.
You can start making your way to the west though, to help.
Sure.
All right. So, last I saw him, he started praying. You heard it. You're making your way over, but you weren't with him. You were somewhere else. Lucian's with him though. Lucian could take action. Lucian, as soon as you saw them, what did you want to do? Prepare to stab or something else?
Yeah, I prepare to stab.
Okay. So here they come. There's a total of 7 of them close to the distance, right? So you get your spear ready. You prepare to stab at them, and they close in, and you're able to stab at one of them as they close in. Their front line consists of one-handed weapons. Their next battle line is their spears. But here's your spear against their front line. You missed. They closed the distance. You kept one of them at bay, so only the other 6 close in. and they crash into our ranks and begin cutting down our lines, right? There's gonna be 3 abreast at the front, and then the rest are spearmen. 2 spearmen poking past the front lines into, of course, our front line. So among their front line, 2 of them cut down or try to cut down our Adelstein. Rolling hits. 2 hits on Adelstein. So Adelstein, what's your armor class, real quick?
10.
Okay. You hit twice. You take 2 damage first. How many hit points do you have?
3.
You're 1 of 3 now. The second hit is 2 damage. You're at 0. Saving throw versus death. Passed. Okay. So you're not killed outright, but you've got an open, bladed wound. This wound, it slices through your ribs, right? So you've got an open chest wound right now. Blood spurts out from your chest, right? Blood spurting out from your chest.
Yeah.
A rib was broken, possibly with that swing. So basically, I'm gonna call this wound a severed rib, right? So we got 1 severed rib.
Okay.
Let's see. That's your
So
hit,
so he can come back and adventure in like a year.
right? But he will live to tell the tale if he survives this, right? So he's not dead outright. Let's see. Our poor Adelstein gets his chest cut open. Okay.
You can, from where I'm at, am I able to shoot them?
Let's see. You were busy searching walls. I would suppose. Yeah, this was while you were searching a wall. So, in our first attempt.
I was searching under the stairs.
Yeah, which is a wall. The under the stairs, the platform, the north side, right? Or
Yeah.
yeah. So like you were interrupted, so you'll be able to soon you'll be able to stop doing that and start moving into fire. Let's see.
Okay.
But this was all happening while you guys were busy, right? So let's see. In the following round, you guys will have to take your own actions, whether that means continue what you were doing or helping them, right? But there's a round in which you guys weren't there for them. Let's see. Actually, 2 rounds, pretty much, right? Let's see. So we see that Alstein's been cut down, right? He suffers 2 hits. Didn't kill him outright, but he's on his knees, bleeding really bad. The other guy gets hit so far once with a frontline weapon. It's a hit. He takes 1 damage. So, Lucian, how many hit points do you have?
Just 1.
Alright, darn. They got past your spear line. You were one of our guards, and you were cut down. So, you get hit. Here's your saving throw versus death. It's an 11, which is a fail. He's killed outright. Poor Lucian. Right. This spear goes through. Is that number 3? So that is going to be through his neck, right? And out the back of his neck. So one of them thrusted its short sword through your neck. In the combat, it slammed into you, brought you to the ground, and brought its sword through your neck. Right behind them were their spear line, and their spear line went for the cleric who was on his knees. 1 spear went through his face, another spear went through his chest. So 3 wounds in him, confirming the kill. He's been double tapped. Right? So we lost Lucian, and we lost Adelstein so far. Perhaps you guys can compensate their families. Let's see. But after they die, now we're going into the next round, in which the rest of you can take an action. Okay. So starting with Talon, you're at the stairs, and you're in the middle of skinning a wolf, right? Do you want to stop, or do you want to keep going?
I'm gonna actually stop. Get
Okay,
ready
what
to
would you like to
leave.
do instead of skin wolves?
I'm just gonna tell the parties. I'm actually start heading out. I'm heading out
Retreat?
for this.
Okay, going upstairs. Fresno
Nope,
already
I'm
left.
out of here.
Fresno already went upstairs. Okay, so you're going up. You're rushing up the stairs. There's no light source though. Fresno's not here with you. She already went all the way up, right?
That's
So
why
you're
I'll
gonna run
just track.
blindly east
I'll-
or which direction?
Uh, so we're going. There's a platform up the stairs, right? You have to go up the platform first. The east.
You move up the stairs eastward.
Yeah.
Okay. There's no light right now. The only light source is on the floor to the west. where the skeletons have cut down Lucian and Adelstein. Okay. There's completely no light to the east. You go up toward the east though, trying to feel your way up through darkness.
I'm just gonna call on Frenzo.
If you go
Fresno, I
without a
guess.
torch, you might misstep and fall off the platform. Are you willing to take that risk? There's a 2 in 6 chance you'll fall off the platform. There's no railings, no protection, right? Is this fine? It's gonna be a 15-foot drop if you misstep on the way up.
15?
15 feet, right? The stairs go 15 feet high, so that means the platform is 15 feet.
I'm gonna take the risk.
Okay,
I'm
Talon, you're
out of
moving
here.
east. Let's see. As Talon moves toward the east, Lorenzo, you might be our only hope. You're at the bottom of the stairs too. What do you do? Retreat?
I'll return.
Alright, you pray?
Mm.
Okay. Turning undead to the west. In our Fresno, you were upstairs, all the way upstairs. You got to the tower again. You climbed up into the tower. What did you do when you got to the tower? The tower was quiet and empty.
Once I got to the top, I wanted to put down the paw so that I wouldn't have it like income for me to go
Yeah.
back down.
And then make your way back downstairs. And on your way back down, unfortunately, you start to
Yeah.
already hear the sound of combat, right? They're in trouble without you. So, we're making our way back as quickly as we can down those stairs. Let's see. Moving downstairs. Alright, Arlen, you were north of the platform toward the east side of the chamber. The enemy are about 20 feet from your position to the west, right? The stairs are about 10 feet from your position toward the southwest. So, from here, what's your move?
I'm gonna yell up the stairs to Frenzo to get her ass back down here fast, and then I'm
Alright.
gonna climb up and try to follow Yubi.
You want to go for the stairs? You're not next to the start of the stairs. The stairs are to the west of you. So the enemy will probably close the distance against you as you go for the stairs. Imagine, you're on the
Oh
east side of
wait,
the
do the
room.
enemies know I'm here though?
It's completely dark, but these things don't have eyes, right? They're undead. They're spirits. So,
So they can. You said none of your monsters can see in complete darkness though.
right. Most, unless they have another
Okay.
means of sight, right? Like spirits have a different kind of sight, right?
Okay. I'm just gonna. I'm just gonna. Fuck it. I'll just shoot 2 shots towards them, I guess.
Okay.
I should have the bow in my hand still.
It is indeed in your hand still. And you can see them because there's light at their feet, right? Where they killed Lucian.
Yeah.
So you open fire toward the west then. You do what you can. This might be the end, right? Let's see.
Yep.
Alright.
I'm fucking good rolled character.
Imagine we had the Lark still here, right? That's 2 extra attacks, but no. Alright. So
I
let's
mean,
see.
we got Boomer praying. That work.
Yeah, that's our best chance. Let's see. For this next round, a round of combat, we'll start with missile attacks. We're going to start with Arlen's shots. The enemy do not fire back, they have no bows. Here's Arlen's shots, rolling twice. Okay, first shot is a miss. Second shot is a hit. Okay, you land 1 shot at least, dealing
Aiming
3
at their
damage
foreheads.
to one of them. You wounded one just now.
Okay.
Okay. 1 wounded. That's all you were able to do this round. As you wound one of them, we go into movement phase. As soon as they cut down our front line to the west, poor Adelstein and Lucian are dead. For the remainder of the adventure, I want you guys to know that I want to thank you for playing and showing up for today's game. But you are actually welcome to, of course, take your leave, and leave the game. You're also welcome to spectate. It's up to you. But I want to also let you know, most likely, you guys have done your part, so this party will probably compensate your families, and you will be able to start your next character with a little more money, right? And if they're really good, they can drag your men out of here so you can inherit their equipment too, right? So you don't have to start from complete scratch. Maybe just score-wise and
All right.
experience-wise, but yeah. But
Alright.
otherwise, thank you for playing, and until next time, Lucian or Ven and who else died? Silver. Sadly, Silver, this is another death in a row.
Yep.
Let's see. You're so brave, but you just keep coming back to die, sadly. So next time it is. Hopefully you won't die, but hopefully you will get compensated for this one. Alright.
Alright.
Continuing
again.
on with the adventure. Let's see. Two brothers dead. The dungeon. Let's see. Starting with movements. Talon made his way east up the stairs through darkness, trying to coordinate and balance as best he can. Hopefully not falling off that freaking platform. 2 in 6 chance he will. There will still be a saving throw to like catch yourself. Naturally, do not trip. But you will. There's a 2 in 6 chance to make a misstep, and it was a misstep. So here's a saving throw versus paralysis. All right. I think what's your saving throw versus paralysis? Talon.
Here.
Saving throw
Sorry.
versus paralysis. Is it
13 to
13?
pass. I have +1 to wisdom, anyways.
Okay, good to go. You almost misstepped, but you catch yourself with the other foot. Okay, and that's all. That's as far as you got. Let's see. So
Do I meet? Does Frenzo come midway? They say they're coming down.
she's not here yet. She moves the rate of 20 feet. Right, the stairs that she's descending currently go for about. Let's see. Go for about 30 feet. So it's gonna take her 2 rounds before she even appears. Right. So she's moving to this round, and she's halfway down the stairs. Right, down the spiral stairs. Not quite down into the platform area yet, shining any light, right? So there's no light from her yet. Let's see. Or him. Yeah, first was a man. Next up is. That's it for movement, actually. For our side. The enemy are moving now. After the enemy cut down our front lines, there's a total of 7 of them. One was just wounded. Half of them rushed our stair position. Basically, the ones that do rush the stairs move in to surround and attack our Lorenzo. The other half push past and move further toward the east, right? Or actually, they don't. They all kind of just move toward Lorenzo.
So
So
they're
these
not getting
things,
scared at all?
he didn't turn undead yet, right? He's just starting to turn undead. So
Uh,
actually, we'll say Lorenzo, um, because you did not have a thorough action, you were just kind of waiting around to cut off heads.
Yeah.
In the first round in which they appeared, right? We did not do much, right? But in the second round, while the cleric was being killed, that's when you were, of course, turning to face them and turn undead. So I'll give you one turn undead that round,
Okay.
right before this happened. So while they were cutting your friends down, you were able to turn undead.
Alright, +1.
Uh,
All or
you
nothing.
you were able to turn undead before they cut your friends down. Actually, that would be how it would
Yeah,
work.
that I was gonna say.
Because turn undead
I'm
happens
not.
at the end of a round, though. That's the situation. So
Hmm.
it happens at the
Yeah,
end.
but with his situation, he was like we could say on guard. He was just waiting for me to
Yeah,
be
he was
skinned.
waiting. So that's why I'm gonna give it to him. That's the only reason he's gonna
Mhm.
get it. So it's because he was on guard. So kind of on guard. He was just
So,
waiting for you to cut off, or he was waiting to cut off heads, but he wasn't exactly on guard. Especially from the
alright,
center.
+1.
The monsters came from the west, and he was at the center. So we're gonna roll. So okay,
That
6
should succeed.
plus 1 is
+1.
7. All right.
Just barely.
So
Alright.
as they cut down your friends and looked up at you for a moment, we give you kind of a partial chance to turn them before they
Yeah,
close that
can I
distance.
pray?
Let's see.
Deacon?
So yeah,
Can I pray for
while they cut down your friends last round, you prayed. Yeah, pretty much. Here's
Okay.
your. Oh yeah, go ahead. Say what you gotta say then.
Mhm. Yeah. Like, be gone, you evil things. You know, as they're like cutting down my friends, I'm angry at them.
Right. So as they cut down your friends, you prayed. This was the turning. Up to 11 hit dice worth. Okay, all of them are affected. So before they can close the distance, right, with you, after they cut down your friends and are about to close the distance on you, you were able to compel them, right? As your symbol is raised against them, they suddenly raise their weapons against you, defensively and carefully. They start to back off, right? They would carefully back off back into the corridor, and the others would
Yeah.
full retreat as a few of them held the line, and then retreat
Yeah.
together. But while they were retreating, of course, our elf opened up a few more shots then, in that case. Not our elf. Is it an elf? Yeah, yeah. Arlen.
Yeah. Oh,
Arlen, do you want to let loose a few more shots on their way out?
Fuck it. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. How many arrows do I have left? I have. I fired 2 the first time, 1 the second time, 2 that time.
Yeah, just now you fired
4,
two,
5.
so you're at -4
So
arrows on
I've
my
shot
sheet.
5. -4. Okay. Then yeah, fuck it. I'll shoot. I'll shoot
So
2 more.
here's your 2 more shots rolling. Okay, both are misses. -2 shots.
What the fuck?
-6 arrows
Okay.
total. Okay, we're getting
I've
low on
lost 6
ammo for
arrows,
you.
but I have 6 arrows.
You lost 6 arrows total.
Your day, man.
alright.
Dude,
Let's
this
go ahead
happened
and-
the same
Alright.
exact way on Edmund with my crossbow. I missed every single shot. Every time.
Alright, and sadly, yeah, you missed those shots. They get away. But they are at least turned for the moment being, right? As long as the symbol is
Yeah.
raised. Okay.
I keep raising
Earlier,
my
Lorenzo,
symbol.
you stopped raising that symbol, right? So they came back.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
So as Lorenzo holds the symbol against them, and they start to disappear into the shadows again. From here,
Alright.
we can full retreat at this point. Grab our
Yeah.
dead.
Okay.
Okay. Fresno mid back for this next turn. Right now it's currently turn 8. So 8 to 10. You
Yeah.
guys will want your monster check.
They'll be too heavy. We can't pull them up. So
Okay. So how are we gonna do this?
I think we're just gonna leave them again.
Leave their bodies. Okay.
Yeah, they knew the risk.
Alright.
Can we
I'm
not
20
drag
pounds.
them?
Can you what?
Can
We
we?
don't have time.
Can we?
Oh yeah, we're overtime actually.
Yep. So Ekin, just so we can actually get out here and survive, I'm just gonna turn them, and then we're all gonna forward retreat.
Yep, we're just gonna run.
Okay. Up the stairs.
Don't want this. Yep.
Yeah.
I don't
We're
want
gonna
all
grab
this
the
to be
foot
for
and
nothing.
book it.
Mhm.
Alright.
Then we're gonna go.
Very well. So
We only got one head and one belt.
if we do anything other than retreat, it's a dragon attack, right? So.
Retreat.
But we already start to hear, we've been down there for a while exploring in the shadows, right? When suddenly the entire dungeon begins to shake a little bit, right? Like you guys were all like trying to catch your breath to that combat, right? And some of you just got down, you're like Fresno, like what's going on, right? And as soon as you guys start to try to regain your senses, right? Figure out what to do, figure out how you're going to retreat, whether you're going to bring you guys back,
Yeah.
the whole dungeon starts to shake again.
Yep.
So
We're gonna start running.
at that
Start
point,
running.
you all like, let's go, right? You know, rush up the stairs, not waiting to see why it's shaking, right? And you go upstairs with your torchlight, who's been,
We're gonna.
who's just
quickly-
Fresno at the moment, right? Did you guys want to retrieve the other torch?
No. Hell no.
No.
It was just at his feet. He could reach down and pick it up, right?
Quickly, Ekin, quickly. Like we're all just gonna pick up the opal, just put it in Fresno's bag, and then we're gonna keep going.
We just like a pickup pass, like a.
Yeah,
We're
as
passing
we're
by.
leaving, yeah.
Loot up Fresno's what?
Bag.
Oh yeah, the bag that had the foot. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, you guys grab the foot together, make your way out of here. So.
All right, we're gonna go to the rope. And
So, you went up those stairs, they led up, right? And then the exits to the west. You would step outside into the
Yeah.
ward.
step out.
Where's the rope?
Yep. It's to the south.
Good. Alright. You see the rope to the south hanging from the battlements. Grab it, you climb up. The first to climb are the strongest climbers. So we're sending our thief up, and who else?
Down and Fresno, they'll leave their bag down here.
Send Talon up next? Oh, I know that, but
Yeah.
Fresno's up next.
Town, then Fresno, and me and Arlen will make a safety net.
Okay.
When we were running, did we see the dude stricken with fear in the room?
Yeah, he was in the tower
let's
stairs.
go.
You guys want to drag him with you guys or leave him there?
Oh no.
Oh,
We're
no.
gonna use him
I
as
don't care
bait.
about him.
He's gonna be bait. So I just wanted to make sure he was still there, so we had bait for the anything following us.
As you guys got up there, he's in like shock, right? He sees you guys running. He's like, where are you guys going? Where are you going? Right.
We'll be back. We'll be back. That's what I'm saying.
Actually, no, he's not even there. Actually, he's not there. When you guys got up there, he's actually dead, right?
Fuck you, Ekin. You said he was alive.
Oh yeah,
Do
there
you
was
remember
wolves.
the wolves? The wolves would have gotten him.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So let's go.
So when you got up there, also to your you didn't see it at first. Eventually, Fresno, you did smell it, but He did try to flee the wolves while he was in the tower. He probably ran to a corner, right? Or he got under the table and then he got ripped apart there. So there's a dead man under the table, right? That at least tried
Let's
to
just
flee the
go.
wolves, but got torn apart. So a bunch of bites in his
Yeah.
neck, his
Yeah.
groin, his
Yeah.
armpits.
Let's just get out. You can. Let's get out.
Okay. So there's a dead guy there. You guys make your way out. Another
Mhm.
casualty listed. We lost Alaric, we lost Lucian, and we lost Adelstein. 3 casualties this run. Pretty rough. Half the party is dead. You get up that rope. You send your men up there. We have
Mhm.
we have Fresno going up this time since he's the next strongest. So
Talon will be
he's
first.
strong. Okay. So you guys have
Right.
your safety net. Is he strong twice? He's strong twice. Nice. He got up there safely. Then you guys can tie the ropes to yourselves. Get hoisted up. Ropes
Mhm.
lowered down. Hoist up the rest of your men. And
Yep. With
same
the
thing.
make sure you take the bag.
Yep. The men would tie the bag probably. You would hoist it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
Okay.
We're just
On
fully
the other
retreating.
side, you guys do the same thing.
Yep.
Yep.
Anyone want to do
Nothing.
anything differently for whatever reason?
No.
I'm gonna sneeze really loud.
That's fine. All right. He sneezed very loud, and you
Did
all
they
are
drop
making
it?
your way out.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
They didn't drop you.
Arlen,
Let's
I
see.
swear to God, Arlen.
All right. Eventually, you all got down the ropes and everything.
Yeah. All right.
And
And
from
we're gonna
here,
head.
how do we get home?
Mhm. We're gonna head east till we find the road, and then we're gonna follow the road back to town.
All right. On your way east along the road, eventually from a distance, you did see some creatures rise up from the ruins. You cannot tell exactly what they were, but they were large and slightly blue in coloration.
Yeah. We're booking it. We're booking it.
All right. You continued along the road all the way home. Let's see if we encounter anything on the way back.
Ooh.
Nope.
Oh yeah.
Alright,
Oh.
safe travels. Okay, so you get back to the village alive and with your bounties.
Oh, thank
Congratulations.
God.
Tonight, although we suffered great casualties, we have at least gotten some rewards for it, right? Risk for
Yeah.
rewards. Now, this
Yeah. We
reward
lost.
wasn't very hard to find. You literally had to just walk into a tunnel and grab it, right? So, probably it's not worth as
Yeah.
much, but it's also just a foot. The good stuff are always in the hard to reach places, right? Nothing good
Yeah.
is ever just openly given. Now you did have to get somewhere to get it, right? You have to go further down the corridor, but it
We
was
were
pretty
trying
much
to
near
get
the
those
entrance.
wolves. Next time we should get some more daggers, Egan, because we probably would have had those wolves skinned and gone if everyone had a dagger.
All right,
So
so let's yeah. Sadly, we actually didn't skin a single wolf, right? We were in the middle of skinning one of them before we had to flee. So we didn't get any heads, we didn't get any
We did.
skins.
We did. We got
skeletons.
up one.
We picked up the skeletons. We picked the skeletons that were in
We
the
got
room.
one skull. No, remember when you were skinning? It was that first turn that the encounter happened.
No, no, not the wolf. Not the wolf. The
Yeah, the
skeletons.
skeletons, we got their skulls. For the skins,
Yeah.
right, you were halfway through. That's why I asked if you really wanted to keep skinning. Because you didn't get a
Oh,
single
okay.
skin, right? It was that first turn in which the encounter happened. First turn of
That
skinning.
was a lot of silver.
Yep. So, all
Hey,
that
you can
wolf
keep.
skin and heads are left behind.
You can at higher levels. Can you keep respawning those wolves? It's a lot of money, man.
I suppose, right?
Ayubi,
So,
Thanks,
quick.
man. Appreciate it.
Ayubi, quick.
let's
Mm-mm.
see. Alright.
Yeah.
We managed to get home. Okay. And our
Mhm.
reward is unfortunately not as big as we had hoped since we did not get
Mhm.
the skins or the heads. We got one skull
Yeah.
marked in some strange runes, right?
Mm.
This is indeed a withered skull, right, of the undead. So, to
Mhm.
the temple, it does fetch a somewhat decent price of 10 silver.
All right. Um.
What about the marble
And
paw?
Ayubi, can you use your thing to max out the marble?
Is it possible you can I max out the amount of money it gives? Or is it a set price that has on it already?
It already has a value. You
Okay,
can't
never
change the
mind.
value
Okay.
once it already has a value. So, you can haggle, I
Okay.
suppose, for, max
No,
haggle.
no, 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 no.
Wait, can you auto succeed a haggle if you use a legend Egan?
Yes, you could. Doesn't mean that they'll
Okay.
agree to your price, though. They might agree to raise the price, but they will not agree to any number, right?
All right, we'll just take the average.
Yeah,
Save
sadly.
it for on like when we find layer loot.
Very sure.
Yeah, good stuff.
Okay, so let's see.
Wait.
You brought a marble foot back to town. Black marble foot.
Hmm?
Let's see.
Yeah. What's that dice for? You could.
He's gonna roll to see the value.
Oh yeah. See, that's what I was wondering.
Alright, so the foot's value is a very small percentage of the full value of the statue, right? Because it's just a foot. So
Right.
I suppose a foot is maybe about 10% of the statue, maybe less. Yeah, probably 5% of the statue's value,
Oh.
the original size statue.
Aw.
And it's also damaged. So let's see.
10 silvers.
So since it's only gonna be worth basically 2.5% of the full value.
Oh.
Originally the value,
Oh man.
well, given the price that you're offered in the village, no,
Yeah.
let's see. You're offered 1.2 or about just 1 silver for it. Yeah. For just a
One
foot.
silver.
Yes, 1 silver. For the
It's
super
like the
heavy
world's
marble
heaviest.
foot.
Yeah, the
Right.
world's heaviest. What?
It's black marble.
Whatever.
Right.
We should have just left and gotten in the skulls.
Whatever. Okay.
We got
Yeah.
hard baited.
Sure.
The full value of the statue, if you can find it, is worth. Do you guys know how invaluable black marble is? It's not like a special kind. It's just like the cheap kind of black marble. Like the
Yeah.
ones you can see on like floor tiles, right? So
So,
it's not very valuable at all, right? It's
so
only
they
worth
don't
one.
they don't sell it by the pound.
This one's really
Or-
heavy for its size, but here.
Imagine I use a
That's what black
old
marble
school.
looks like.
Imagine I
Close to
use
the
old
party.
school legend to haggle.
You get 2 silvers for it.
Yeah, for the dude,
Shut
come
up.
on, that
Shut up. Good thing I
man,
didn't use it.
So a damaged, cracked up
that's
piece of, black marble. Maybe it's not very pure either, right? And it's just a
baloney.
piece of foot, right? So a
Oh boy.
heavy black marble foot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Were
worth
we
1
able to
silver.
observe how much it? Are we able to observe how much things cost in the dungeon, or do we have to get back to town?
You appraise it by, checking with how much people will
Yeah.
value it. So
I mean, if we've seen it before.
then sure, maybe. Like you know what a silver piece is worth, 10 coppers.
Yeah. Now we get to give their family 1 copper piece.
Alright, so we're at 10
You know.
silvers for the total bounty. Okay. So
Plus the skull.
yeah, we're at
Yeah.
11. So
11.
is that all the treasure
I
we
think
acquired? Yeah.
I think
Everyone
I should
did
get
their part.
a 3 shares. I
No,
think.
no.
Keep in mind
No.
also, you're in dungeon level 1,
If anything,
right? You guys
if
are used
anything,
to
I
dungeon
should
level
get a
3
3 share.
treasure. Dungeon level 3 treasure is not the same as dungeon level 1 treasure. You're
Yeah,
back to the
no, but like
basics, right? Dungeon level
one
1
But
treasure
it's
is
a
pretty much
marble. We
nothing.
didn't expect it to be this
Yeah.
low.
It is
yeah,
quite
1
low.
silver.
I mean, a piece of foot in the middle of a tunnel or corridor, you really can't really expect it to be very valuable, right?
All right, so next time we'll just ignore it.
Alright. We picked it up
Ekin
anyway.
puts another one there.
Yeah, worth like 1,000 silver actually.
Okay. So we got the foot
Alright.
for 1
Okay.
silver. Alright, 11 silvers. How we gonna divide it?
I think
see.
I should get 3
Equally.
shares.
Let's go down the share
Yeah.
list. Okay, 2 shares is a full share pretty much. 1 share is a half share. 3 shares is 1.5 shares. So Talon, how many shares should we give Talon?
I'll get one share.
A half share, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay. Lorenzo,
I mean, since I was the only one who turned the skeletons, well, Alston helped, but
I shot
I
all
think
my
just
arrows.
yeah, you wasted yours. Anyway, I was
two
able to turn them.
two shares, three
Did
shares.
two.
Two.
Yeah, 2 shares is fair.
All right. Anyone object? It's just the normal share.
Yeah,
Okay.
normal.
Fresno, how many shares do you think you deserve?
I don't really understand the shares that well. I
So it's
mean,
your
I
split of
did
the treasure.
save
Yeah.
time like 3 times from falling,
So it's
and
like a
it helped Texans. I'm
yeah.
not sure.
Oh, you're not sure. Okay. So an equal
Or
share would be two.
I'm not sure. I don't really understand that well.
Sorry, you're cutting out a lot. No one can really understand you.
I don't really understand the shares that well.
Oh, okay. So shares is like your split of the treasure, right? So an equal share means you get an equal division of the treasure. Does that make sense?
I guess.
So having two shares in this case would be one share, like one full share. That for the math, right? We do it for the math. So like when we add up all the shares together, and then we take that number and we take the total money. We take the total money that you guys got divided by the shares, the total amount of shares, and then we send out you guys' shares, right? So technically, everyone had like let's say one share, and there was 10. Imagine if there was 10 people, each person gets one share, and there's 10 silvers. Therefore, we take 10 divided by 10 shares, one silver each. And naturally, the more you do in the party, usually you can expect to get a higher share, and the less you do, you can expect to get a lower share, right? So if you think you did a lot for the party this game, you can claim to take 3 shares, maybe even 4. If you think you did your fair share of the work, 2 shares is good. If you think you did a little less than a fair share of the work, maybe 1 share. If you think you did nothing, then maybe no shares, right?
I don't know.
You
Just take
definitely
one
helped
share
out,
then.
What does
Just
right?
take
what?
one
You
share.
were a safety net during the adventure. You helped fight, kind of, right? You shot monsters with your sling and stones. So 2 shares.
I yeah. I'll just do 2 shares.
Okay, 2 is normal. That's good. All right, Arlen, how many shares?
Yep, I'll just take my full share. The two.
2. Okay,
I need to buy my arrows back.
good to go. And then how many shares are we gonna send to Adelstein's family? 1 or 2 or 3?
That's a two. Well,
2.
I think
An equal
fair
share.
share. Yeah,
Lucian's family.
almost equal share. Fair share.
2 shares. All right, and the Larix family.
Fair share.
A fair share. 2.
Wait, they were the person who broke down, right?
Yeah.
Uh, they didn't even get in the dungeon, so
0
like,
shares.
yeah, no share.
Okay. So therefore, if I add it all up, it's 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6, 8, 10, 11 shares. There's only 11 silvers, so it's
Yeah,
one
so we
silver
each get
per
one.
share. So basically,
Mhm.
Talon, you get 1 silver. Lorenzo, you get 2 silvers. Fresno, you get 2 silvers. Arlen gets 2. Let's see. Adelstein gets 2 silvers. And Lucian gets 2 silvers. Alright. Sadly, not a very profitable run again. We didn't get very far.
Yeah,
But it is what it is. So,
we should
you
have
only
got those
explored one
wolves.
chamber, right? You can't really expect to
Yeah.
find much in one chamber.
He can if can a knife skin as quick as a dagger? Or
Yes, a knife is in fact better than a dagger because a dagger is a weapon and a knife is a tool.
okay,
Hmm.
so that's what I think you know what I'm gonna be buying.
Stockholm and some knives. Buy a bunch of knives, right?
Hmm.
Uh,
And
I'm gonna have to go, but Egan, can I, once if you have any free time, like right now or maybe when you wake up, can you look up my character Panther?
Uh,
I'll
yeah,
I'll make
remind
sure to
me
remind you.
tomorrow for
I'll
sure.
remind you.
Maybe like before the game, an hour before the
Yeah,
game.
yeah, I'll remind you.
also,
Alright. Yes.
can you have silver like mailed, or does it have to be like you have to go there and claim it?
Have what?
Silver like mailed to a place, or do you have to leave
Shipped?
town and yeah, like ship?
Well, I guess you can hire an escort to deliver your money. Whether they get there or not, right? It's a different story. It could be a
Was it
whole
like
quest
one
on
in
its own.
six? Yeah, was like 1 in 6 chance to lose it every day.
Sure, yeah, most likely 1 in 6 chance. If it's more than a day's travel, then even harder, right? So
Mm.
if it's less than a day's travel, there's a 1 in 6 chance that they don't get there. But if it's a multiple days, there's three rolls for monsters, and automatically the character possibly just dies from the monster, right? So
Mm. Mm. How far are we from Gavelon?
how far away are we from Gavilan?
Yeah.
We are about 2 maps away, so that's roughly maybe a week or two away of travel.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
No, just asking.
Yep, we are far to the east of where Gavilan is.
Hey, that paw.
We're actually like southeast of Gavilan, 2 maps away. So we're in the kingdom of Durnan. Gavilan's the kingdom of Bretonia to the far northwest. Durn Durnan's southeast. The main reason why we did Durnan is because a lot of players were asking to start at the desert, and Durnan's closest to the desert.
All right. Okay. Dang.
Okay.
Should have like got some herbs then, on the way. Can we do that again? Um,
You're already back in town. You want to go back out?
no, no. I mean, like during adventures, are we allowed to like pick up things on the way to the dungeon?
Forage and hunt. If you want to slow your
Yeah.
crew down, right in the wilderness, that's fine.
Okay. Never mind.
Right, like light footmen and non-encumbered characters can do this easily, right? Like scouts and such. But any man
Mm.
carrying a pack full of supplies, weapons, or armor will not be doing such activities unless you want so to move super slow, right?
Okay.
So, all right. Uh, otherwise, that's pretty much it for this adventure. Thank you all for staying as long as you did. We played overtime like an hour or so, but it's okay. Um, until next time. Have a good night. Thanks for playing, and
Mm.
until next time. Yeah.
Good night. I'll see you. When's the next game?
Uh, maybe in 10 hours from now,
And I
5 to 10 hours from
uh
now. So
5 to. Okay. I'll
depends.
see you then.
I am gonna do something for New Year's Eve. I'm going to like a New Year's Eve party, so
Yeah. Happy
nothing
New Year.
crazy, but it will be happening later in the day. So for
Get super drunk and then give us a lot of rewards.
maybe, but we'll see.
Yeah.
All right.
Or yeah.